Hello everyone, good afternoon. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Let's start with some introduction. And the today program schedule is I have sent to you. First of all, we will try to connect some aggregator and the investors to you after half an hour, and we will try to send all your details and your PPTs to them. Then after that, we will try that on 4 we will try that all the mentors will be there, and they will guide to how to raise the funds, because there is a very misunderstanding between the startups that investors is only part to take the investment in their startup. But I am saying that the early stage startups or ideation stage startups or prototype approved startups and other startups will try to take the grants of Government of India, Horizon 2020, European Union funds, and there are so many funds available for you. So always try to attract the funds which is easily available to you in different ways. Not only try to get the investment in your startup with the investors. So why are you looking investors? This is my first question to all of you who have joined. But before that, think about that. Why are looking for the investors? We have a list of investors. We have a list of grants. We have everything in this integrated startup mantra program we have launched. But in few minutes, I want to discuss onto one basis to each startup, and they have to prepare how can they sustain with 4 to 6 months right now. This is my first question to you. Second question is that who are looking the funds for the investors, and why they are looking funds for the investors? What is their TAM right now? If you do not know the words TAM and other break-even points and one-page financial startup kit. So we will try to provide you all the details in this virtual incubation program, and we will try our best that in this incubation program you will get all the supports from our side, and you will get the certification from various government agencies, one from abroad agencies, and more than 4 to 5 government agencies and beyond also, because I want that the certification will allow you to attract the funds to get the market access not in India, abroad also. So this is our main theory to join this startup mantra program. And I think you have heard so many programs and webinars before that, but this means that after this is the end of your program, but not, this is the first step towards startup mantra. And for coming 18 months, we will, as a team, we will work with you, and you will avail all the benefits those who are sharing to you. So please write down few questions when we will connect to the investors or aggregators to you. They will ask what is your TAM, what is your you can say revenue module and other things. Second thing is that when our mentors and coaches will mentor you, it means that they will support you till not only 18 months. When you get the when you earn the early stage revenue, then we will try that we will do your market access in different areas abroad also. So this startup mantra program is a bridge between India, abroad also, for manufacturing units, for MSMEs, for fundraising, and for the certification program also for various ministries and the abroad training centers also. So this is our main motto, and I am just roll out our complete program. You can see I am just sharing to you. This is a startup mantra program. It is going on Vyom Group TP.rs, NSDT, and various ministries like MSME, MITI, and other. CDOT, and there are so many agencies, government and abroad agencies like Horizon 2020, European Union Fund, and various other ministries from India and abroad are supporting this program. Right now, this program is also available with MSH portal, Mighty Startup Hub portal. You can visit, this is Government of India portal, and you can see this is a Startup Mantha program there and all the details, and you can apply for this program as per the given deadline in the MSH portal. But because you are our first batch and for this program, so yes, welcome to you and this Startup Mantra 2022 program. So in this, we have just launched the integrated smart healthcare system. What is this? I have seen so many startups who are working on the healthcare, and they always saying we are working on the healthcare system. What is the market access right now? Because when the Pecto had started in the COVID time, it's great, but right now it's the same thing. So how can we attract more than tier two cities, and the rural areas are the next scenario of integrated smart healthcare, because from elite class they know each and everything, and I think that more than there are so many big companies available with there. So we have launched this integrated healthcare system for elite class also, like health tracking, health monitoring with IoT devices and web of medical things. And we have launched the Pi platform and M2M platform for the healthcare startups who want to use our platform. They can use this, and this is a best opportunity to you, because right now healthcare system is not to consult with the doctors and this, because right now everybody is looking to track their health records. They're on, not their own, but somebody who like caretaker will track their health records and they will monitor. So we are providing a complete solution with the packages, and there are so many startups working with us, like Health on Wheel facility. We have just provided these facilities to the Anganwadi workers, to Government of India, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Government of Maharashtra, Indian American Foundation also using our services right now for healthcare system. So this is a Pi platform, OM to M platform, and it's an open platform for the interoperable IoT devices. So if you are looking to work on the healthcare system, you can join us and take. You can say you can use our platforms, use our new services, and there are so many startups working different ideas like Anganwadi Connect, like healthcare, Health Post Connect. But the main thing is that we have to do a compatible thing. Because right now all the startups is doing, we are doing this, we are doing this, we have made this machine, we have made this, but this is market accessible or not. So we are using these words. Why? Because your services is useful in our society. Your services is actually working in the market right now. So first we will try to get into the market and get us, you will get the support from our side to get the market access program with Beyond, with this integration of healthcare system. Now the integration of smart living projects, we have launched 4 to 5 platforms, 4 to 5 projects, more than 120 projects in UK, Serbia, USA, Canada, Australia. And right now all these companies are looking to introduce their projects in India. So these projects, more than 120 projects, now they are looking to launch in India. And for this integration, there are these are all successful programs they have done in their country, and now they are approaching us to launch in India. So for this smart living project, smart mobility, smart you can say training, smart ed tech services, AI based services. But these are the live projects, the people who are using in different countries, and these MNCs are launching their projects in India with the help of Vyom, and Vyom is looking uh, to give a bridge between you and these abroad companies to catch their projects, and this is a perfect matchmaking between you and the foreign companies who are looking to introduce their projects in India. So this is a smart living projects, more than 200 projects right now we have. Second thing is the integration of entrepreneurship development smart courses, because everybody is looking to provide the very simple note what is a startup, what is break even points, what do we do this and that. So we are just providing all integrated support like government grants, services, funding, projects, incubation support, virtual incubation support, projects to you. And there is a big, it's an only course available in India who are providing these services under one roof. So next is the agriculture, because there are so many agri-tech, you can say based startups are working with us. But my question is like same, how many startups are working in their agriculture field, and who have got the maximum market access in Indian scenario? And the question is, there is a huge gap between the startups and the agriculture or farmers, because they doesn't know the reality and they are making some devices, something like that. So what we are doing, we have made a committee of agri tech coaches who are working and who have established more than 500, you can say, successful startups, and generated more than 1,000 entrepreneurs in their academy of in the field of agriculture, and provide the market for them. So the huge question I think is solved for agriculture based startups who are working for agri-tech. So they get the market access with our mentors and coaches, and I have given 5 minutes to them also for this session. Second thing is that the integration of smart services in village, smart village connect program, because tier 2 and village are looking smart services, and I think there is a big market for that. And for smart insurance and smart health, we are connecting a single app to you to provide single click solution for all services like insurance, healthcare services, your placement services, skill development services. More than 50 services will be available with this smart care app. And right now there are so many IITs, IIM, and there are so many foreign universities and corporates are working for this project. So I think I invite all of you to work as a team for this project as an individual startup also. If you have no team, then you can match make your team with Indian entrepreneurs or abroad entrepreneurs also. So what is the eligibility criteria? It's an simple. You will be a startup. You will be a student of India, and yes, this is a very good scheme for the early comers who are just entered in startup community, and they want to earn while they want earn while learn, because they are the final year students and they want to take some pocket money in their pocket while they are establishing their startup. So we have launched this startup program, BPO Connect program, and Earn While Learn program. This is open for 1 year till now, and the vacancies and the services I will share and my team will share to you. So this is all about the startup mantra program, and now we will connect one to one basis. Then we will open this forum to the investors, mentors, coaches, and the final words will be given by the fundraisers who have raised the funds, who are providing, who have raised the funds, how many basis. And we have one man who have converted so many startups into sustainable startups by providing them funds in different streams. So he will be available shortly according to our plan. So let's start with one-to-one interaction, only 1 minute interaction with all startups. Thank you. I'm just stop the sharing. So please ask. It's on one by one. I'm just taking the names accordingly. This is code leaf. I am just saying code leaf. Can you provide only 1 minute interaction with us? Only give your introduction only within 1 minute. All of you, please. I'm not getting your voice. Please.
Hello, I am audible now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I am Mohit. I'm CEO of the Codeleaf, and my Codeleaf company is a product-based and service-based company. Actually, we are collaborating with IIT Kanpur. There is a project is CSMT Crime Management में प्रोजेक्ट बना रहे हैं एंड अनदर इज एक सर्विस हम प्रोवाइड करना चाह रहे हैं यहाँ पर 30,000 स्टूडेंट्स का गोल है विशाल हरियाणा में 4 यूनिवर्सिटीज है तो वी आर मेकिंग अ प्लेटफॉर्म जहाँ हम स्टूडेंट्स को एक
Can you can please switch off your mics, all of you? Please, can you provide a few questions ready when you are introducing yourself? What is your time size? Are you generating revenue? These are my two questions. Please try to understand and please try to give these answers. And if you have not generating, say no, friendly.
Okay, so we have a product, profitable company, and we are making some project for the students, जिसमें हम उनको provide करते हैं space to provide service क्योंकि यहाँ पर एक market cap है 30,000 students का जो requirement कर रहा है अपनी skills को upgrade करवाने का और क्योंकि यहाँ पर बहुत मुश्किल तो है लेकिन एक अच्छा सा platform नहीं दे पा रही we are giving that platform to all the students.
Okay, I have got it. So I will let you know the next. Next is
Sure, sir.
Sivesh Gaur.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Sivesh Gaur.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, please.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Shivesh Gaur, and I am the founder and CEO of Empyrean Robotic Technologies, which is a 6+ years old startup. We are dealing in the development of drones and robotics. Basically, our product is already commercialized, and we are at the early revenue stage. Uh, More than 10+ government organizations, including Forest Department of Jammu and Kashmir, universities, Central University of Haryana, and Indian Council of Agricultural Research. These organizations are using our solutions, basically drones and different models of UAVs for different use cases like agriculture, survey and mapping, defense applications, surveillance, etc. So we have already raised seed round of funding in 2020
Got
under.
it. Got it. I will connect you the right person to get in market access in agriculture field
Okay.
within a few hours, and will connect you the investors and grants also who are providing these services.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Mr. Kirat Singh. Mr. Kirat Singh.
May I audible, sir?
Yes, please provide
Yes.
us introduction within 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Uh, Myself, Kirat Singh from Next Up Robotics. Today, I am here to, along with my two team members, Mr. Subham Singh and Dhirendra Kushwaha. Basically, our company is mainly focused on the uh, hydraulic waste humanoid robots and arm robots. तो मेन जो हमारी कंपनी का मोटिव है वो ये है कि हम आर्म रोबोट्स को किस तरह से इन नियर फ्यूचर में इंडियन सेगमेंट्स के हिसाब से किस तरह से डिप्लॉयड करें तो उसी के टर्म में हम कुछ फंड रेज करना चाह रहे थे क्योंकि राइट नाउ वी आर इन इन्वेंटीज इन AKTU यूनिवर्सिटी इन
Got
लखनऊ.
it. You
Yes,
are
sir.
you are in revenue generating or you are on ideation phase.
Yes, sir.
You are on ideation or revenue you are
नो
generating
सर.
revenue.
अभी समय डेमोस्ट्रेट प्रोडक्ट है हमारे पास सर.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We will connect you with the correct person.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Mr. Kishan Krishnakar.
Hello sir, my name is Krishna Garg. I am from Empyrean Robotic Technologies, Prayagraj.
You are the
My
same.
series, my partner.
Kirat Singh has given your intro. You are the same team.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank
Suresh
you.
Gaur.
Thank you. Thank you for giving your introduction. This is
Okay.
Saurabh Vyas.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Saurabh Vyas. I'm co-founder of Yobni Tech. For last 3+ years, we are working on digital queuing services. We have a B2B SaaS platform जिसको यूज करके कोई भी बिजनेस या एंटरप्राइज या गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अपने जहां पे भी क्यूज फॉर्म हो रही हैं या अनमैनेज क्राउड है, दैट कैन बी मैनेज्ड वाया आवर डिजिटल सॉल्यूशन. We are in revenues, but the biggest customers of ours, which is Future Group, has pulled out last year. So we are again trying to pivot into the SME market. Healthcare and retail has been our focus so far, but we are more interested in working with government departments like the tourism department and the healthcare department, because these are the places in India we see long queues happening in unmanaged crowd, and that's our interest and focus to work with government agencies. We have already worked with Election Commission in past and have worked with few other government bodies, but we haven't made a breakthrough of getting them as our customers. So with this program, we are looking forward to probably break into that sector also.
Thank you. FP Land Live IP. F FP Land IP.
Yeah, sir, voice is clear, sir.
Yes, sir. Please provide only 1 minute demo to us.
Hello,
Yes,
hello.
sir. Yes, sir. Please, please,
Yeah,
please.
sir. We are the co-promoter from Finland IP. We are the startup from incubating at Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Coimbatore. We are the startup winner in the botanical disinfectant from Government of India, Science and Technology, one among the 15. And also we have developed more than 20 products from herbal-based pharma products. Everything will be validated and tested, ready for launch. But because of the financial position, we are unable to start. We are unable to start the revenue.
Got it. You
If
are
any
working on the medical. You are working on the
pharma, pharma.
pharma sector. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is an agri-based product. So
Yes,
you
sir.
mentioned.
Purely herbal-based agriculture products.
Okay, then I will connect you the coach who will provide you the mentoring for that and how to raise the funds from there.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Next, please. This is Hariom Lalit Mehta. Lalit Mehta.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good
Am I
afternoon.
audible?
Yeah, yeah. Please give an intro within a
Yeah,
1 minute.
I'm Lalit Mehta. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Agronomist Agrotech Private Limited. We are working with the farmers. We are agri-tech startup. We provide the IoT device along with the Android application to the farmers, and we are generating revenue as well from the two states, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. And we are solving the problems like death, travel time, and motor damage problems of the farmers with the help of our device. Thank you.
Okay, I think our coach is there from AgriTech side. So they have heard your pitches and they will provide you all the facilities soon and we will connect to them shortly. Next
Okay,
is
sir. Thank you.
Mohan. Next, this is Siddharth Huli. Siddharth Huli. Vinod Kiran.
Hello. Yeah,
Okay,
hi, hi, hi.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Siddharth Huli. Yeah,
Uh,
thank you.
I am Dr. Siddharth,
Yeah,
founder
please.
and CEO of Untitled Technologies. We have developed a web platform, medicalbook.in, for the use of patients and doctors. And it's a universal platform. And we are generating revenue profitable with our own use. We are yet to find some suitable contracts
Yeah,
for the use
actually,
of it.
sorry for disturbing you. I have
Yeah.
shared a few details. The few MNCs are launching their projects in tier 2 cities and the rural cities also. If you want to use their
Okay.
platform, you can use it. and we will provide to you. Are you willing to use it? They are producing the
With
IoT machines and everything to you.
yes, yes, we are planning to integrate IoT stuff like
Yeah, because
glucometer
it
and
will take time, and we have a ready-made product to you.
we
So
need to we are into
yeah.
that. And we have a
So we
target
will
market
discuss
of
after the meeting, and in this meeting, I will connect you
definitely,
the investors and aggregator also. Thank you very much.
definitely. Thank you. Thank you.
Please be there at the till end of the meeting because every session is very important to all of you. And the last
Sure.
session is very
No,
much important to you because the bankers and the fund providers and the grant providers and CSR providers will be there. So at the last moment, don't you can say just miss this program. You can say each and every word you don't miss. You have to write each and everything and ask the questions when we will provide the details to you and we will call to you everyone. Thank you.
definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next is Virod Kiran. Vinod
Uh,
Kiran.
good, af- good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Evon System Private Limited. Myself, Vinod Kiran, and with me we have Santosh Kumar Das, sir, and Harshit Kumar,
Yeah.
the directors of our company. We have been working on IoT related products for smart city applications, mainly involves crime event analysis, adaptive traffic signaling system, personalized pollution monitoring, automatic accident detection, and an integrated app for providing a notification to the client. So we
Sorry
have
for
done
disturbing
the
you.
product.
I have given a smart living project in the Startup Mantra program. So
Yes.
they are working to integrate all the apps, all the facilities and services in a single app. So I
Okay.
want that you will connect and fill the form for that product also. There
Yes.
are few corporates and MNCs who are working in the UK and Serbia. So we will
Okay.
connect to them and we will probably work on that. And right now you are generating revenue.
No, sir. We have the product is ready. Now we wanted to push the product to the market.
Good, got it. So please be with us for
Sure.
last moment and ask your questions with fund providers at the last session. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Porinita, 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 Raj Jaiswal.
Yes, good afternoon, all of you, and thanks for giving me this opportunity. I am Raj Jaiswal from Mechanical Complex, and basically, we fabricated the agriculture wastes from residue-based epoxy composite. The problem is that burning of the agriculture wastage, which high emission of the carbon dioxide, and for the furniture component, deforestation of the for the furniture component. So it have the great potential to replace them, and from them it will also support the some potential to support the farmer income and our save the environment as well.
Okay, okay. So, Raj, we will connect you our AgriTech moderator very soon, and we will connect to you for market access and other grants and facilities available to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
and
Okay, sir. Thank
try to raise your funds for this meeting
Okay, sir.
with few mentors who are working on the fundraising sector. So, in
Okay,
the
sir. Thank
last, they will connect and you will raise. I think you can apply at least few funds after
Okay,
this
sir.
meeting. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please.
Hello, I'm Parinita. Actually, I missed my turn
Not
earlier.
an issue. Please, please.
Okay, I'm from Carlocare. I'm the co-founder of Carlocare. Basically, it is a digital platform where all kinds of car owners and the people can avail all types of car services in their localities. And that way, we have worked on this startup recently.
You are
So
based
we
in
are still.
Assam. You are based in Assam.
Yes, we are based in Jorhat, Assam recently,
Okay, so you
and
are looking to introduce in Pan India or in Assam only?
uh, currently we are looking to like start up this thing in Assam only,
Yeah,
and then
because
gradually
yeah,
we want
great,
to move
great.
on
Because
towards Pan
right now
India.
this problem is on based only in Assam. because in
Yes,
Delhi
yes.
NCR and the Pan India there is no need of that type of project. So what I will
Okay.
suggest to you, we have just launched this program with the smart
Okay.
living projects, and yes, it is useful in Assam, and we will try to provide all the benefits to you with this program, and join this
Okay.
program till last and ask how many funds you will achieve after this program. Not only funds,
Okay.
but we will provide the mentor also to be a
Okay.
part of this smart living project, and can work on
Okay.
the platforms, smart living platform, M2M platform, and pan India basis, not only for this project, but you can select other
Okay.
projects also.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Sagar.
Hi, research is from my team, so he will explain.
Hi, this is Visveshwar.
Okay,
Yeah.
please.
So, we are from Humanoid Systems. So, Humanoid Systems is a service-based startup currently, and we are working with a couple of clients abroad. But then, we found a couple of issues with the current educational system. So, what we are trying to do is to take the complete educational system online, right? So, we want to replace the textbooks with a couple of electronic devices, which has a lot of results. So, we want to completely revamp the entire educational system and make it in compliance with the NEP as well. So we are currently in the prototype stage.
Can you provide only one or two questions from our side? What is the benefit of this project?
There are a lot of benefits, sir. So what we have seen is post-pandemic, a lot of schools and colleges have started utilizing platforms like Google Meet, Zoom, and everything, right? So what's happening is they are using multiple applications for multiple reasons, right? They're using another application for tracking attendance, marks, and everything, and the online classes are happening somewhere else. The internal assessments are happening on another one, and the marks are being generated on another platform. So we did a very small survey in Bangalore. So we are based out of Bangalore. So we did a very small survey, and we've seen that some schools and colleges are using up to 7 applications. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to bring it into one ecosystem. So we want to make sure that we give one laptop or one tab to a student, one tab to a teacher. So the entire class has got tabs. So from taking notes to attending video calls
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
connecting with
Got it,
friends.
got it,
Yes.
got it. So we will connect you from few governments, like UP government had announced to provide a free tab to the students. So
Okay.
you will connect with the government policy, because
Okay.
without government policy, I think it is not in
Correct.
access in the market. I'm
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we will connect to you. And first of all, when you providing the this tab, what is the
Mhm.
cost? The cost is less than the available cost in the market, or there is a same?
So we again, as I told you, we are yet to decide on that. So we need mentorship
Got it,
where we
got
can
it. We will
plan.
provide the mentorship to you, and
Yes.
we will provide tab manufacturing units in China,
Okay.
and other facilities to you also. So we will
Okay.
discuss after this meeting.
That would
Be
be great.
part of the virtual incubation, and please connect at the last moment, because in the
Sure.
fundraising session you will ask
Mhm.
that which funds is eligible for you, because they will then tell about you all the funds available for the startup. So you
Got
can
it.
in Q&A session you will ask the questions, and who are right now generating the revenue, we will try to connect with the investors also, and
Understood.
agri
All right.
sectors also.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sir, hello, sir. I think I missed my
Yeah,
chance. I was
Kaushik,
dropped out.
yeah, yeah, Kaushik Wadli. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sir. Hi, good evening, sir. So, we are a gaming fitness startup. So, what we are trying to do is, we have traditional equipment, exercise equipment such as treadmills and stationary bikes. So, what we are trying to do is, we are planning to connect all these to a gaming interface where you'll be able to, compete with other people and work out at the same time. So if you have a stationary bike and I have a stationary bike, we can, and if we are in different locations, we can compete with each other over a screen, and we'll be able to see a game. And
Sorry for disturbing you. Are you generating the revenue right now?
no, sir, we are still at a prototype stage.
Got it. So the funders, the fundraisers, and our experts will thank you. Next one. Web soft start.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amit Laskar. I am the CEO and founder of Oyster. We are IT startup company, and we make an Android app named Tishna. Tishna is a drinking water ordering, delivery, and payment management app. This aim to aggregate unauthorized water supplier and customers across India. Tishna is a seamless platform that makes ordering water, managing orders, and payment calculation as easy and clear as a water.
Got it. We will connect you with the government of Delhi because in Delhi there is a big crisis of water right now in this region. So we will try to connect you with them, and we will provide a coach and mentors to you. And for fundraising in the last session and after the meeting in virtual incubation program, we will help you to raise the funds also. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
sir. Thank you, sir.
हेलो सर. हेलो सर, आई एम फ्रॉम द इनिशिएटर्स.
Yeah, please.
सर बेसिकली हमारा जो वर्क है वो ये है कि जो हम 12th क्लास के स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं इन टायर 2 और टायर 3 सिटीज़ में उन्हें गाइडेंस नहीं होता, तो अभी हम उन्हें गाइडेंस तक पहुँच के कि फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट काउंसलिंग देते हैं.
Got it. We have got it, and we will try to connect you. We will try to connect you with extra marks and Byju's startup mentors to you. They will guide you and they will support this project also. And for fundraising, we will try also. Okay, now then.
Yes, sir. We are also giving placements.
Got it. We have our team has also. I am seeing your profile in the picture, so it's okay. Thank you very much, and be there after the full meeting because in the last session you will get also. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yes, tell us, Rajendra ji.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर. तो हमारा स्टार्टअप बेसिकली एक एग्रीकल्चर के रिलेटेड है, एग्रीटेक, जिसका नाम है अग्रिस्टर, जहाँ पे हम एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बना रहे हैं जहाँ पे फार्मर्स और एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज को एक साथ कनेक्ट कर पाए. क्योंकि कुछ टाइम पहले दिल्ली में जो फार्मर्स प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था, मतलब जो मेन प्रॉब्लम थी, जो फार्मर्स को प्रॉफिट में बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान हो रहा है. एंड देर आर because I'm living in area of Tamil Nadu, there are many problems like कि है but वो यूटिलाइज नहीं कर पा रहे उस लैंड को, जो कि रीच आउट नहीं कर पा रहे क्योंकि वो नहीं जानते लैंड्स कहाँ पे है. दूसरा ये प्रॉब्लम है जिसके पास तो मतलब नंबर ऑफ काउंट ज़्यादा है, तो वो वैसे ही पड़े हुए, उनका भी कुछ यूज़ नहीं हो रहा है इस साइड के एरिया में. एंड तीसरा एक और बात थी कि जब भी फार्मर्स कुछ भी कल्टीवेट करते हैं तो वो मतलब यहाँ पे तमिलनाडु के अंदर जब तक वो मंडी में लेकर जाते हैं तब तक सर एक तो भाव कम हो जाता है या फिर वो उसको स्टोर नहीं कर पा रहे. मतलब ऐसे कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स है फार्मर्स के रिलेटेड. तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं अपने प्लेटफॉर्म के अंदर वो फार्मर्स अपना जो भी कल्टीवेट कर सकते हैं वो डायरेक्टली एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री के साथ कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर
we will connect to our agri-tech mentor and coach to you. So within few minutes. So after this program, so please let him know you. Thank you very much, Vijender. We'll be there.
Sure. Thank you.
Iqbal, Mr. Iqbal. Mr. Iqbal.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Please tell within few seconds.
Hello, sir. I am a team member of Mechanical Complex, Raj Jaiswal, which is explained previous. Right.
Got it. Next one, please. Anyone left?
Yes, sir.
Please.
This side Akshay Singh. I'm representing Avigway Technologies Private Limited, and we are a company working into military intelligence software. We are providing softwares for the border security forces, for the secret services to get their intelligence.
We will connect you with the
We are
defense
Yes.
mentors with you. and they will connect you with the head office to the defense sector and to
Great.
join with the project. And for grants and you can say funding, the session will be start
Yes.
within few minutes. So I think the mentorship is much required from to you to get the to attract
Yes.
some best defense projects to you. So yes, definitely we will provide the connects to you in New Delhi, and so I think it's a very good project. I have seen your project. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Anyone
Thank you.
left?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
So, my name is Asul West. I'm from Team Art India. We are currently working on to create a student-specific e-commerce platform where students can connect and they can exchange their books and other accessories,
Got it.
and we will also
Got
provide
it,
new
sir.
books.
Got it. I have seen your profile, and we will connect you with the fund mentors who are providing the
Yes, sir. We need mentors.
mentoring to you. Okay, we will allocate the mentor to you. Thank you. Next one.
Thank you.
Anybody?
Thank you.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. Right now, Mr. Praveen Kadri is with us. He is an aggregator and investor also. So I welcome to Mr. Praveen, and they will introduce that what investors is looking in your pitch deck and what investors is looking in your one line statement and your story, because you have to provide your all idea within a one line, single line, and a short story to them, and how to attract the funds and how they will help you and his team will help you. So I welcome to Mr. Praveen Kadri and team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Madan. Thank you so much for that. Good evening, almost for everyone. I see like this is the first time I'm actually getting in touch with the Vyom group, and I see like they've already shortlisted some brilliant projects. Evigway, I think I do not know if I'm pronouncing it right. I
Yes,
heard
it's right.
you are into a defense project, right?
Right, sir.
We have an investor who have already collaborated with us, who have already invested in the defense project before. They give seed funding close to 10 to 15 crore. So I'll tell Mr. Madanji to actually get in touch with us, with you, so that we'll have a conference call together to see how we can take things forward. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Perfect. Perfect.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I didn't get your name. Your name, please.
My name is Akshay Singh. A startup name, you pronounce it perfectly. Evigway Technologies Private Limited.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And do you
Thank
have any valuation report ready for your project?
What report, sir? Valuation?
Eval- Evaluation report?
No, sir. No, sir. Because we were till now developing certain POCs. Right now, we have been selected by government for which is also collaborated with a secret agency project. So we are deploying the pilot project with them. That's the process which we are into right now.
You
So that's
don't
why we haven't done any kind of valuation till now. We were looking for some grants to push our products more, because we have created that POCs ready. The prototypes are ready now, and little more push from the government, little more support, and then we will be like going very good.
Okay. Have you also contacted other countries as well, or is it only?
Yes, we have two MOUs done. One with the government, one with Tanzania, and other is a company sitting at the IT SEZ at Bangladesh. So it is again an IT company. So they will be exporting our products in their countries. So first we are just finishing our these products here in India, and then next stages we are pushing there as well in the next
And
stage. And also into Europe we have identified one, and next stage is Switzerland as well.
Switzerland, very good.
Yes.
Uh, your prototype is completely ready?
It's completely ready. It is actually the deep learning programs. So it requires a lot more training also at the same time. So for that we for that actually we need more grants, so that we perfect those models much to highest accuracy, because we want to export this with the quality like we see the Israeli software. So I have been into those meetings. I have seen those softwares. So I want to put those softwares at the level where we can compete with Israelis, where we can compete with US. So that is the agenda, that is the aim we are looking forward to.
And how much funds are you looking at, Akshay?
Sir, to start with, at a initial, we are looking forward to a 20 lakhs, and then 1 CR will be the ideal funding for us to go forward to.
Okay. And what is it that you're willing to give the investor back?
So for 20, if it is if I going for the 20 lakhs, it is for the 2%, and if it for the 1 CR, it is for the 5%, because the softwares are valued very high. I can disclose the cost if you say.
Sure, we can do that personally. Thank you so much, Akshay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Praveenji, we have so many startups like that, and you have just because joined later. So there are
I
more than 30 startups right now, 30 to 35 startups who are generating big revenue right now in different fields. So we will share the details to you, and
Yes,
in few startups I will connect you in Q&A session. So please start that what the investors is looking for the startup in early revenue stage. Please.
definitely. See, people, anyone, look at it this way. Now, when you're hunting for an angel investor or a seed investor or a pre-seed investor, the most important thing that they look at is your profile. And is your project completely related to your background of studies and education? Not just this, they also look at the idea if that exists anywhere else. If it exists, it's okay. You cannot come up with a brand new idea. But then again, if it exists, there are certain VCs who will say, like, you know what, after a 2 year span or a 3 year span, we would like to take away a complete project, and they'll give you an exit strategy, and they will collect your data and your collaborations with a bigger project that they already have in their portfolios. So if you think your projects are sitting under this kind of what should I say, under this kind of model, only then I would request you to go into the market. Otherwise, guys, I am being honest with you. As per our experience, we have at least spoken to 1,000 startups in the last 1 year. Every sector we've seen, any idea that you bring us forward, yes, we've already seen it. We have other people pitching the same idea. So if you're looking at a revenue, if you are sitting at a pre-seed stage or if you're hunting for an angel investor, best thing for you to do is bootstrap it initially, bring some revenues into the project, and then get your valuation done. Only then go for an equity funding. And for those people who are already seeing certain revenues, I want, in order for you to go into the market for an equity funding, you need to have a merchant banker valuation completed. Otherwise, you will not be in a position to attract foreign investors. I I personally recommend to all the Indian startups that it is best and advisable to bring investments from abroad. The reason being, interest rate what they offer is very less. They easily understand what your idea is, and also they can easily scale your project to other countries in one shot. If you look for bankers in India or investors in India, right? Yes, come on, guys. Indians are business people. They take a lot of money from us. And it'll be like an investor sitting on your head with a gun pointing at your brain, saying, like, you do this, you do this, you do this because I have invested in you. We have connections with all the VC firms in India, private investors in India, and we have the same aggregations with Australians, UK, US, Dubai as well. So we've seen the market already. And I really appreciate that Mr. Madan has brought these contacts forward today. Madanji, what I would request you to do is you can do a one-on-one session with each and everyone with us, and we'll shortlist all the projects. The first one which I did, I feel like you did an amazing job with Evigway. We can raise the 20 lakhs within no time for them, and I would request you to bring other pre-revenue startups also at a later point of the week. But today, let's discuss all the businesses who are already making revenue because
Okay.
we have certain
Okay, sir.
investors.
We will provide you, Mr. This is Medi Books. They are sending me so many questions, or any other startups who are generating big revenues. Kindly
Hmm.
connect one by one within only one statement and only 1 minute to connect with Mr. Kasi. Thank you, Medi
Yes.
Books.
Hi, I'm Dr. Siddharth, and we have developed a medical book.in platform for use of patients. Actually, we are targeting, our basic target was to develop a platform where the patients are the owners of the data. So up to now, there are no players who have been able to address this issue in the Indian market, where data is being given in the hands of the patient. And we are equally developed a doctor's platform, which is very easy to use and which can be connected with
Mr.
which
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah. Mr. Siddharth, can you please go for the revenue section and what is the difference between you and a Practo? Only with one line. Then some other in on the queue. Please, please.
We have because now the market is was crowded. We have been generating revenue from the niche market, that is home health care and packages for COVID packages, diabetic packages, and teleconsultation. I'm using the product, and actually, with very few customers, I've been able to generate proportionately large amount of revenue, which is actually I'm working for one of the other hospitals, but this I'm doing at home. So with that, I'm able to supplement.
Yeah, yeah, got it. We will
And
connect
with the
you after
platform,
this meeting with Kadri sir, and we will connect you MediPlus to and their pitch deck to Mr. Kadri and our team, so they can shortlist for the next round. And as Mr. Kadri said, for few startups, that 20 lakh to EV giveaway is not a big job. So I think MediPlus will get also. So we will try our best to connect you, Kadri sir and other people who are joining very soon with us. Okay. Thank you. Mr. Sadakat Hussain.
Thank you, Siddharth. So who do we have next?
Mr. Sadakat Hussain. Mr. Sadakat.
Hello. Hello, Sadakat here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sadakat here from Best Plus. We started our venture like 2 years back with a like say basically we are an offline medicine supply company. Currently, we have generated a revenue. We have crossed a revenue of around 1.5 CR in the span of like say 1.5 years, and we are currently working on innovating the logistic part of it. We are working on basically on drone delivery hub system.
Drone delivery.
Drone delivery hub system for medical supplies. This is actually a cool concept, but we are incubated in AKPU for this, and we are looking for raising fund to develop this prototype model and to spread this across state also. Similar concept.
So what prototype do you want to build? I thought you already built it.
See, basically we have a medical medicine supply company. Okay, we are already doing this offline and online. When we like say when we come to tier 2 and tier 3 cities, suppose like say when we go for remote areas, there's a like say most of the time what we face problem is that the supply of medicine is not on right time. What we want to develop is to get medicine within time. Like say we want to reduce the shortness.
Got it, sir. Your PPT will I will send to Kadri sir, and our team will shortlist accordingly. And what grants and funds will be available to you, we will discuss. So we will try another one who are generating revenue and who have the TAM right now, TAM and other one page basic line like EB data and revenue who are in this stage. So please connect with Kadri sir one by one within only 1 minute.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jia.
Hi, I'm from the Code Lake. We are collaborating with the IIT Kanpur. We are working at the client management. I'm audible?
Yes, you
Yes.
are audible.
Yeah. So we are.
Mr. Kodelif, I have sent your PPT to Kadri sir. I have seen your this. You are in generating revenue right now.
Yes, sir. From the 2022, we have generated 15 lakhs, and we have from the last year 3 lakhs. Currently, we have in the balancing state 5 to 6 lakhs.
Okay, great. We will share your PPT with Kadri sir. Next is on queue.
Okay,
Please,
okay, sir. Thank you.
please, anyone who want to share with only 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Shivesh. I'm from Empyrean Robotic Technologies. We are dealing in the development of drones and robots for various use cases for B2G and B2B market segment. We are already having more than 10 plus government organizations in our client list, and we are in the early revenue stage. And till date, we have crossed the revenue of 40 lakhs. and most of our drones are being used in agriculture, in defense segment, in surveillance, in survey and mapping, and research institutions like NITs and universities. So these are the existing achievements that we have made. Recently, we were selected by the Indian delegation to represent our product line in in Dubai Expo in January 2022.
How much are you looking for?
We have raised a seed round of 20 lakhs in Jan 2020, and now we are looking for pre-series A round of funding.
How much is that?
Sir, the project is of around 5 CR, but the first tranche we are looking for 2 CR.
You're looking for 2 CR. Do you have the valuation report ready?
Sorry, sir?
Do you have the valuation report ready?
Sir, we have done one valuation through one of the online companies from US, and they valued us around $1.41 million.
Okay, very good. Madanji, I would want to look into Shivesh's project.
Okay, we will send all the details to you. Shivesh, please connect with the given mail ID to us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Next
sir.
one, next one, next one.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello everyone. I'm Lalit. Yeah.
Lalit, please.
Yeah, I'm Lalit Mehta. We are from Agronomist Agrotech Private Limited. We are working with farmers. We basically provide the hardware device along with an Android application to the farmer to solve their problems. And we did the trials of 6 months with the farmers, and the 6 month trial we generated some amount of revenue. It was not used. We did the trial just to check the durability and the feedback and reviews of the farmers, that how they view, how they see the devices, and it was fantastic. And we got the outstanding reviews from the farmers. Now we are looking to scale up on a large scale. We have a 50,000 potential customers just in our district, and we are working under the incubation of IIT Vilai in Raipur, and we are looking for a 20 lakh grant fund to scale up our product.
And how much revenue have you received?
What, sir?
How much revenue have you?
We have not generated much, just a 40K.
Okay. And how old is your company?
I just we started in 2021.
2021. Okay. So what does the hardware do?
Actually, we have a IoT hardware device which is connected with the electric pump system of the farmers. It gives you the you can control your motor power system from your Android application from anywhere in the world. You will get the status of the light availability on the farm field. You will also, it will also protect your motor device from the damages, and you can set even the timer when you want to start your motor system. It will also show you the temperature of the field. It will also give the details of humidity and what kind of temperature of the soil, and other things also provided on the applications. We also provide the temperature and the weather forecasting report to the farmers on the Android application. So this is all. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lalit. I think this can be done. We will share a few templates. I want you to fill your business model in the templates that we provide you, and this can be achieved because you're only looking for 20 lakhs, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, Lalit. We'll get back to you soon.
Now, Lalit, I will give all the details and will share your PPT to the Padri sir. Now, next one, who are generating and who is complete.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
कादरी सर, गुड आफ्टरनून. कीरत सिंह फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट रोबोटिक सर. सर, मेरा जो एक कंसर्न था, बेसिकली वी आर वर्क ऑन द रोबोटिक्स. We are last 3.5 years we are working on the first humanoid robots developed in India. तो basically उसकी जो first phase की testing है that has been completed.
Okay.
But हम अगर देखते हैं आज इंडियन सेगमेंट्स के हिसाब से, तो अभी ह्यूमनॉइड रोबोट इंडिया के लिए एक अभी थोड़ा सा एक 2025 या 2027 के बाद का या उस समय का एक सेगमेंट है. तो कोशिश ये है कि अगर हम इसको एक बेहतर फेज में ले जाना चाहते हैं, तो उसी के लिए कोशिश है कि हम आपको कैसे कनेक्ट करें कि हम इसको थोड़ा सा पहले इसको नेक्स्ट फेज की टेस्टिंग के लिए जो हम फंड रेज करना चाहते हैं उसी के लिए.
Got it, Virat sir. And I think this is you are eligible for the grant. I think
okay, sir.
So. And if
Okay,
sir want to add something, then it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
See, it's an interesting project. Even I'm working on something similar for the last 7 years, Kirachi. I have my own AI lab too in Australia. So even I'm working on something similar like that. Even I'm designing a neural design in the name of Kali. It's not easy. It's not easy. Indians are not ready for a humanoid yet.
Yes,
But
sir.
yes, so I think this needs loads of data approvals from the government. So I think you need an association or a collaboration with a foreign company. Here in India, you have to wait till 27.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Can we have the next one?
Hello.
Yeah, please. And
Hello, hello, sir.
Yes, it's a
Hello,
line.
sir.
Yes,
Hello.
you are
yes. We
audible.
can hear you.
Please, please.
Please go
Uh,
ahead.
sir, hello. We are from Finland IP.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Sir, we are the incubator of Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, Tamil Nadu Coimbatore, sir. We are the pharma company. We are all them almost more than 20 products we already developed and tested as well as validated. We are
Uh-huh.
ready for launch.
Okay.
As purely herbal based products, as one of the product was validated and granted by the Ministry of Science and Technology by the principal advisor. One among the 15 we are selected for that, sir.
Okay.
We
So
are wait we are This is our profile, sir.
okay. So what are you looking for? How much are you looking for?
Sir, how much we are all our money will be spent only to that validation as well as the testing. So
Mm,
we are looking for the funding, sir.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
How
At this
much?
moment, we would not
Sir,
be with our collaborations. We would not be able to raise any funds. We are looking for pre-revenue based companies. I'm really sorry for that, Finland.
Got it.
But I'll still try to see if we can find some collaborations for you, and we'll forward it to Vyom Technologies. Yeah.
okay, sir.
And we
Thank you.
will try to get some grants also for you. But after this meeting, we will connect you. Anyone
Okay, sir.
else?
Thank you.
Anyone? Porinita Gogoi.
Vishwesh.
Yes, Mr. Praveen, thank you. So, when you say pre-revenue startups, is the revenue you're expecting, is it on the product or is it the revenue generated by the startup alone?
It depends. Are you taking a bank loan? If you're taking a bank loan, we can raise funds on your company. If you're taking angel investment or pre-seed investment on a project, it depends on the project. So, what
Okay.
exactly do you want?
Mr. Kadri, so what we are doing is we are a service-based startup. So we're basically into application development, in fact, end-to-end services, right? So we have deployed a couple of projects for clients abroad. In fact, a couple of Fortune 500 clients abroad. So the thing is, we are able to break even with respect to the services. But then we have this one product which is in the prototype stage, as I told earlier. This is into the educational ecosystem. This is completely focused on changing the current educational ecosystem by introducing electronics and everything, right? So a single Android ROM for the entire school and college system. So where the student will be able to have a social network, his marks, attendance, tests, and everything with respect to the college, including the fee payment and everything. So we are looking at investments to see, because when we need to get a school or college on our client list, we need to at least supply them 1,000 to 2,000 tabs or laptops, right? So we need funds to be able to procure them first. So that's where we are looking for funds.
You want to procure laptops. Uh,
Laptops or tabs.
laptops
Actually,
and
it's tabs.
okay. See, you're looking for an asset finance in this case. We will have a personal discussion together, Vishwesh.
Great. Yeah,
Got
sure.
it. After the meeting, we will connect you and your presentation will be given to Kadri sir.
All
Then
right.
anyone who are generating good revenues and want to pitch deck with Mr. Kadri.
Sir, I would like to give it a go. Hi, this is Saurabh Vyas from Yobni Tech. We are a B2B SaaS company. For 3+ years, we started this project and we generated revenues during the COVID time with Future Group, but they had pulled out because of their own reasons, and now we are kind of on a very low revenue stream. We are trying to now pivot into the more SME market, and also our focus is to go and work with the government departments. We are managing queues and crowd with our digital platform. Already 3 million users have used our solution, and we have generated revenues close to 16 lakhs, and a grant and some competition rewards like COVID app challenge from the health ministry, things like that, and we have generated close to 12 lakhs in that. That's about it for us.
Okay, and how much funds are you looking at?
So we are looking to raise 2 CR. We also have our own IoT devices. These are the people counting devices, which we started, and we did some pilots with them, but then we have stalled that particular project because of the COVID pandemic. We would want to work on that, and that does a good closure to our offerings. So that's what we are looking out for.
Our valuation for this IoT device project?
We haven't done any valuation. This is one thing we are missing. We have to probably, get back this from the back burner, this particular project of ours, the IoT side of things. Currently, we are focusing more on our SaaS platform.
So you said the SaaS platform, right? How much funds are you looking for the SaaS
Yes.
platform then?
So overall 2 lakhs. Overall 2 CR. We have divided it among all the products, but primarily would be on the IoT side, and then about 40% kind on the SaaS platform.
These are two different things, right? You need to raise funds separately.
I mean, we are raising as one company, Yobni, and our product is Q1, and this Q1 product has two offerings, one on the SaaS platform and one on the IoT side.
Okay, Mr. Saurabh, see, you need to understand, a private investor will never invest in the company. It's either a product or a project or a venture.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you want to raise money on a company, right? Only banks will come forward based on your last 1 year ID returns and all that stuff. You understand?
Mhm.
So you
Okay.
need to raise separately, a separate valuation for your SaaS project, a separate valuation
Okay.
for a IoT device. Only then you have to go into the market. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time then. Okay?
Okay. Thanks for the input, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. And after that, we will connect you with the bankers and fundraisers also. So we'll be there, and you will ask your queries with them also.
Sure. Will do. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Hello.
Yes.
Next one.
This pleasure of speaking today.
Next one. Who wants to
Hello.
check?
Yes.
Mr. Raj Jaiswal.
Yes, sir.
You want to introduce yourself, or you want to raise your funds?
Yes, sir. I am Rajesh Wal from Mechanical Complex, and basically we are fabricating the agriculture farm residue-based epoxy composite, which have the great potential to replace the MDF, plywood, furniture components, surface tiles, etc. And the uniqueness of this product is higher strength, high surface hardness, aesthetic features, and water resistance, which increases the life cycle of this composite material comparison to the MDF and plywood. So in order to utilize this agriculture wastage, which include the environmental protection and support also the farmers incomes also, and save the
Got it, Raj. We will
yes sir.
connect to our coach who
Okay
are
sir.
uh, who are working on that site, and they will provide the grant and other resources for funding to you. I think
Okay.
Kadri sir, I think grant is much good for this project.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Next
Yes.
one, anyone?
Okay sir, thank you so much.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ma.
Sir, I'm Atul from Part India. We are currently working on to create a e-commerce student-specific e-commerce platform, which will fulfill the needs of students, and it will be a end-term solution for all the students all over the country and world. where they can get all their accessories, books, old books, new books. They can exchange their views, ideas, all the things. So we are looking for mentorship, technical support, and initial round of funding.
Okay, see, how are you different from already existing players like Flipkart and Amazon?
So Flipkart and Amazon are targeting on all the products, but we are only looking on specific products of we are fulfilling the needs of students. For example, books and stationery items, and we will connect them with all the students.
Hmm. But are you the manufacturers of these products that you're
So we will be connecting all the vendors, and we will be connecting the students who are having the old books. They can sell their books, and then we can give them platform so they can the student who want to buy, he can buy from our platform, and who want to sell, they can sell in our platform.
a lot of people already tried this in my known circles only, Prakhar, and they failed. I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but we would not be, we would not, from our end, we would not be able to give you the support, but we wish you all the best for your future. Yeah.
Mr.
So I
Prakhar,
would like to say one thing.
Yes.
Prakhar, we will
Yes.
connect you with our Smart Living other projects also. So don't hesitate and be with us, and we will send all the details to you. And you will connect
Okay,
till
thanks.
the meeting end because we will connect you other mentors also.
Fine, fine.
Thank you. Any other who want to connect?
हेलो
Yes.
मदन जी अभी आपको 10 मिनट बाद मैं इंट्रोड्यूस करता हूँ.
ओके ओके
ओके थैंक यू. हाँ, कैन एनीवन?
Yes, people. Do we have any other questions? So we had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people presented so far.
विनोद किरण.
यस सर
या
हाँ good evening Kadri sir.
Good evening.
So this is Vinod and we are from Evan System Private Limited.
Mhm.
Actually we have been working on smart city applications mainly. One of the product is crime detector. Like we do post event analysis of the surveillance system, and we provide any of the anomalous activities which are happened to the client.
Mm.
We have developed the product, and now we are in a stage of pushing the product to the market and make the product market ready.
Okay.
So we are looking
So
for somewhere funds to develop the product in and push the product into the market, and we are looking somewhere around 77 lakhs for 1 year.
7 lakhs.
77 lakhs.
77. You can say yeah. You can go for one
Yeah,
crore, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So quick question: this fraud detection system. Do you have the IP applied?
Yes, sir. We have IP applied and it's published. Now we are at FER also we have filed. First examination report also we given.
Yes. Madanji, I'm interested with this project.
So yeah, Kadri sir, the people are asking one few questions also. That
Yes, please.
what is the best module to what is the single line and what is the storytelling mechanism in front of an investor?
See, it totally depends on the project, guys. The normal body line of any pitch is like, first you need to introduce yourself, your education, because people look at the profile first. Second thing is what is the problem that you're solving and how you're solving it. And then funds how much you want and for what reason you want. And in the end, what is it for the investor, which basically means the exit strategy. Simple. Introduction, your personal introduction, problem that you're solving, which is proposed solution, funds how much you want and for what reason you want. This can be completed within a minute anywhere when you go for a pitch.
Got it, sir. And my next question is that when a startup will go to raise the fund with the investors, because right now I have seen so many applications, thousands of applications, those who are looking
Hmm.
funds with the investors. So what is the
Hmm.
best stage when they will connect to the investor?
The best stages, see, at the end of the day, guys, it again depends on the project and what stage you are in. If you have the complete roadmap ready and if you have a valuation ready, this this applies only for those who are already generating revenues, which means the IPs are ready, the prototype is ready. You are ready to go for the investors, and you have every right to negotiate with them as well. But for those people who are still sitting with the your idea, if you're at the ideation stage, trust me, people, 99% of your ideas have already been implemented. However, I'm not disappointing you. There are 1% of people whose ideas have not been thought by anybody else on the planet. So if you fall under that 1% criteria, you are still ready to go and search for your investments from outsiders. If that
Thank you,
answers
sir.
your
Thank you
yes.
very much, Kadri sir. And there are few questions also. When a revenue making startup will go for Series A fund round?
Mm, mm. When a startup can go for a series round is when, okay, think I'll give you an example. We have a business who have 18 crore turnover in the last 1 year, and they have raised 3.5 crore through us this month, which is not a pre-series. But the reason why they do it is because they want to showcase that there are interested investors in the market. Now, when they show this, they are taking this as in the form of a venture debt where they're giving 20% of their equity without valuation. And they are saying the current investors, we are ready to pay back this amount after a year on papers and we will buy back our equity. This is called a venture debt. Now, if you are in a position to go for a pre-series round, you have two options. You will be sitting under two scenarios where you already have existing debts or you don't have any debts. If you're having any existing debts, you need to tell the pre-series round investors that I am actually clearing this debt so that I do not lose much on the equity and I also want to reduce my interest rate. The investors will be happy because they already know that they were investors before in the past who made profit out of it and they are kicking them out and they're onboarding new investors. They feel obliged and honored. Now, the second scenario where where in your pre-series round there are no debts. In this round, this is where you should be really, really cautious and you should use your negotiation skills wherein the valuation should be ready from a merchant banker. Like for if it's an IT related project that Deloitte would do, if it's something related to e-commerce or something where it's related to a lot of transactions, Ernest and Young, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan. So you need valuations like this to actually attract pre-series rounds. In a pre-series round, if you're going for a pre-series round, you need a valuation report at least from a merchant banker of this criteria. Otherwise, you should not go for a pre-series round. If someone is telling you, yes, you are ready for a pre-series round, no, you're not. Unless you have a verified merchant banker like Ernest and Young, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, Deloitte if it's an IT company, this kind of stuff. And this is very, very important. The moment you have these valuation reports, the investors will negotiate with you instead of you negotiating with them. You understand?
Got it, sir. And it's very useful to all the startups because all are looking that if they have tried something, they always just trying to upload their projects, business plans, and they are just wasting their time to
Yes.
connect with the investors. So we have
Yeah.
few investors, we have few startups from abroad also, and
Hmm.
they are looking for Series A funding and they have
Hmm.
the valuation. We will connect you. They have just left their meeting because due to some urgent work. But we will share the PPTs and pitch decks to you with their valuation also. So I think this is a final call to all of you. If you want to pitch within 1 minute to Mr. Kadri sir, so it is help us or else we will try to give the dice to Mr. Madan Singh Rawat. So I think anybody else?
Sir, I have already pitched earlier, but I have not pitched to Kadri, sir. Can I do it again?
Yes, Kaushik, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Good afternoon. We are a fitness gaming company. What we are trying to do is connect traditional gaming equipment such as treadmills and stationary bikes to a gaming interface where multiple users will be able to work out from different places. And play a game at the same time. It's to make the boring workouts exciting.
Hmm.
So currently, because game development is very expensive, we are still at the prototype stage. So I mean, will we what can we look forward in terms of investment? Will we consider for investments? That's what I wanted to know.
What's your current traction? How many downloads?
So actually, we have not made the game yet because it's very expensive. We have put about 1 to 2 lakhs of our own money, but we're still requiring some funds to make the prototype.
At this minute, see, you've touched a very niche sector wherein, like, you really have to bootstrap your project initially from your friends and family tier. And once you hit a good number of downloads, then investors will be ready. And looking at the NFT market currently, that's going up and down, up and down. Investors are really pushing away the gaming sector in India, but abroad, you can still try your luck.
So the idea would be to bootstrap as much as possible and build the prototype and then go for funding if there is a requirement.
Yes, you need to have your prototype ready for gaming project.
Sorry, sir.
You need to have your prototype ready for your gaming project.
Yeah,
Without
sir.
that,
So we are still.
you cannot go for the
Sorry.
investment outside, Kaushik.
सर बढ़िया सर ज्वाइन कर लें
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
आपके सामने तो
So
बहुत
thanks for the advice.
You're welcome, dear. Thank you so much for your time. I think, we spent good
नहीं सर
time with
अभी
some good number of startups with innovative ideas. And what we would like to do is, we'll get in touch with each one of y'all personally, one on one, and we'll take things forward. The ones that we have already said, we'll get in touch with. And if you people have any questions you want to connect with us, feel free to get through us from Technologies. Yeah.
हेलो
Yes.
hello
Hello.
yeah, I think any other questions with Kadri sir? Okay, now I will introduce Mr. Madan Singh Rawat. Uh, he is a very good coach and trainer for agri startups, and he has established more than 250 startups and successful entrepreneurs in the field of agriculture. And he has established more than 20 to 25 food processing units in across India, and he has raised funds with government grants. And his best quality is that he is sustaining his own without any funds, and he has made a startup ready, sustainable through revenue. I have seen in my life people who are working in the ground and who are providing the market access to the agriculture or agri-based startups. So I will try to that Mr. Madan Singh Rawat will talk about 5 to 10 minutes according to their projects and your question and answer session also. After that, we will bring you with Mr. Jaffer. He is the best moderator for startups to raise the funds with different stages, not for the investors, but from the banks, for the grants and CSR also. So how many ways you can raise your funds, Mr. Jaffer will tell you after this session. Now I am introducing Mr. Madan Singh Rawat to tell about the agriculture. Mr. Madan Singh Rawat has heard your
Yeah.
stories, and I hope that they will connect you. And I request all the agri-based startups to ask questions with him. And after that, we will connect the Smart Living project moderator, then Mr. Jaffer sir within 5 to 10 minutes. So I will request Mr. Madan Singh Rawat to introduce yourself and connect with
Good
the
after,
audience.
good after all of you. Myself मदन सिंह रावत. मैं इस समय करीब मैंने 20 साल जॉब किया है, और आफ्टर 20 साल जॉब करने का मैंने अपना ही एक एनजीओ एस्टेब्लिश किया, माउंट वैली डेवलपमेंट एसोसिएशन. और ये मैं सीएसआर प्रोग्राम किए हैं आईटीसी के साथ. आईटीसी के सीएसआर प्रोग्राम में हमने एग्री सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर डेवलपमेंट और एग्री एलाइड 2 प्रोजेक्ट हमने डिस्ट्रिक्ट सहारनपुर में और उत्तराखंड टेहरी गढ़वाल में स्टेब्लिश किए हैं. और ये हमारे पास मात्र 3 साल का फंडिंग इसमें सीएसआर प्रोग्राम था, जो आईटीसी ने भी हमें दिया, अमेरिकन इंडियन फाउंडेशन ने भी हमें सपोर्ट किया, और आफ्टर 3 उनकी ये रिकमेंडेशन थी कि आफ्टर 3 इयर्स आप इसको सेल्फ सस्टेन करेंगे और खुद ही रेवेन्यू जनरेट करेंगे। तो कंप्लीटली हमारे 2 प्रोजेक्ट, एक फेडरेशन है हमारा उमंग फेडरेशन जो उत्तराखंड टेहरी गढ़वाल में काम कर रहा है, और हमारा जो सहारनपुर में है, सहारनपुर में जो हमारा डेयरी डेवलपमेंट का और सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर प्रोग्राम का है, वो इस समय सेल्फ सस्टेन है। बाकी इसके अलावा मैं नेशनल ट्रेनर हूँ कम्युनिटी मोबिलाइजेशन के लिए, एग्री एलाइड सर्विसेज और माइनर वेटनरी सर्विसेज एंड डेयरी प्रोक्योरमेंट एस्टेब्लिशमेंट और सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर डेवलपमेंट, इम्प्रूव एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिसेस और अदर जो कम्युनिटी मोबिलाइजेशन में वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट, सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप फॉर्मेशन, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग ऑफ सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप, कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग ऑफ फेडरेशन और कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग ऑफ पैरावेट वर्कर। पैरावेट is the part of veterinary services, artificial insemination services and minor veterinary services and veterinary vaccination program। ये सारे प्रोग्राम से जिनके लिए हम काम करते हैं। और हमारा अभी जो वर्किंग एरिया है वो उत्तराखंड है, यूपी के 3 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं जिसमें हाथरस भी है, सहारनपुर भी है और कुछ हिस्सा हमारा बिजनौर का है। बाकी पार्ट टाइम में जब भी मुझे मौका मिलता है तो अमेरिकन इंडियन फाउंडेशन का कम्युनिटी मोबिलाइजेशन और बेसिक्स सोशल एंटरप्राइजेज ग्रुप जो है उसके लिए भी मैं कंसल्टेंसी और ट्रेनिंग का काम करता हूँ।
So please, any startups who are working in the field of agriculture, they can ask questions with Madan Singh Rawat to how to sustain and how to get the market access with the guidance of Mr. Rawat.
जी।
And so, like there is a drone based working who is that there is a big opportunity for them. So any
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. This is Shivesh from Empyrean Robotic Technologies. And
yes, yes.
सर हम लोग बेसिकली ड्रोन्स के डेवलपमेंट में काम करते हैं जिसमें एग्रीकल्चर में भी उसका बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ हो रहा है आजकल। हमने इंडियन काउंसिल ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल रिसर्च को भी अपने ड्रोन सप्लाई किए हुए हैं। वो हम लोग के ड्रोन्स को इंडो यूके प्रोजेक्ट के लिए यूज़ कर रहे हैं फॉर क्रॉप हेल्थ के डिटेक्शन के लिए। तो उसमें ही अभी रिसेंट में एक नोटिस आया हुआ है कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने सब्सिडीज़ प्रोवाइड करनी है एग्रीकल्चर ड्रोन्स के लिए। 100% सब्सिडी दी जानी है फॉर द परचेज ऑफ ड्रोन्स अप टू 10 lakhs एंड 75% सब्सिडी दी जानी है फॉर सर्विस ऑफ ड्रोन टू FPOs।
जी, FPOs।
हाँ, तो इसमें सर ये सब्सिडीज़ अवेल कैसे होंगी? जैसे सपोज हमारा एक कस्टमर है जो कि रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूशन है जो 100% सब्सिडी के लिए लायबल है, तो उनको सब्सिडीज़ अवेल कैसे होंगी?
ये इसमें ऐसा है सर्वेश जी कि जो फार्मर्स प्रोड्यूसर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो नाबार्ड और SFEC द्वारा जो बनाए जा रहे हैं, तो इनका फॉर्मेशन के बाद, रजिस्ट्रेशन के बाद इनको जो फर्स्ट इनका जो शेयर मनी है, हर किसी जो भी उसमें शेयर मनी है उस शेयर मनी से ये स्टार्टअप करेंगे। और जब ये शेयर मनी अगर 5 लाख रुपया ये जुटा लेते हैं तो उसके बाद 15 लाख तक का इनको ग्रांट मिलेगी नाबार्ड से। ओके। और फिर ये ड्रोन का ऐसा है कि हमारा जो वेस्टर्न यूपी है, वेस्टर्न यूपी में अधिकतर जो ये खेतों में पराली जलाने का जो रिवाज है
जी,
तो उसको भी कंट्रोल करने के लिए ड्रोन का इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है ताकि उनको पराली ना जला के उसमें क्या होता है कि जो इंसेक्ट हमारे लिए जो यूजफुल है, जिसमें अर्थवर्म इस तरह के वो भी खराब हो रहे हैं, वो भी नष्ट हो जा रहे हैं। तो उसके लिए ड्रोन के लिए इसमें ये रखा गया है कि वो जो अपना उनको फर्स्ट जो ग्रांट मिलेगी उसमें वो ड्रोन ले सकते हैं।
राइट सर।
तो इसमें नाबार्ड के जो भी आपके DDM होते हैं, डिस्ट्रिक्ट डेवलपमेंट मैनेजर, DDM AGM रैंक के होते हैं नाबार्ड के, इन सभी की आपको लिस्ट मिल जाएगी गूगल पे। और वो लोग खुद ही इसके लिए इनिशिएटिव ले रहे हैं इसे।
तो सपोज अगर ये हमें किसी सपोज एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो कि ड्रोन खरीदना चाहता है, या एक FPO है जो ड्रोन खरीदना चाहता है हमसे, और वो हमसे कह रहा है कि सर ये जो सब्सिडीज अनाउंस हुई हैं गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से, ये हम अवेल कैसे कर सकते हैं? तो उसका आंसर क्या होगा?
उसका आंसर ये होगा कि फर्स्ट वो टोटल पेमेंट आपको करेगा। टोटल पेमेंट आपको करेगा। टोटल पेमेंट के बाद जब उसको माना 75% आप दे रहे हैं और आपके ड्रोन की कीमत 1 लाख है,
Okay.
तो वो जब 1 लाख टोटल उसको अवेलेबल कराने के बाद वो सब्सिडी नाबार्ड के माध्यम से उसको मिलेगी, ना कि डायरेक्ट उसके हाथ में मिलेगी।
Okay.
हाँ, डायरेक्ट एफपीओ को सब्सिडी तुरंत नहीं मिलेगी, वो थ्रू नाबार्ड मिलेगी, नेशनल एग्रीकल्चर और रूरल डेवलपमेंट बैंक के माध्यम से।
So, Sivesh, we will provide you the mentorship through
हाँ
Madan Singh Rawat and his team. He is a very good association with the foundations, abroad foundations, and all the agencies, government agencies. They will help you, and we will connect you after the meet. Right now, our fund development or startup head, Mr. Jaipur, will join within 5 to 7 minutes. So if you have questions with Madan Singh Rawat, you can ask frequently because the last session is very important to all of you. Yeah.
ओके।
Any other agriculture startup who want to ask the questions with Madan Singh Rawat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, have you heard me?
या
Yeah, sir, we are from Tamil Nadu Agriculture University Incubating.
ये
We are already developed more than 20 products in herbal-based pharma products.
या
All the products will be validated and tested.
जी
Yeah, and the majority pharma products will be majorly concentrated on health care as well as women's care as well as the elders care.
या
Apart from that, disinfect fodder and wipes, it's developed by us. It was selected as one among the 15 by Ministry of Science and Technology. We are validated, everything will be done, sir. We are waiting for the fund to develop our products into that market.
already your product is organic,
Purely organic,
purely organic,
purely herbal based.
हर्बल बेस्ड टोटली जो आपका सभी एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट में 25% बजट रखा गया है ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट की प्रतिदिन के लिए।
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो डिप्टी डायरेक्टर और डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल डिप्टी डायरेक्टर ऑफ ऑफिशिएट फॉर एग्रीकल्चर प्रोग्राम।
Yes.
ओके,
Yes.
तो यही एक कांटेक्ट पर्सन है जिसको आप प्रमोट कर सकते हैं। तो टोटली आप डिप्टी डायरेक्टर्स जो भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल पे है या ज्वाइंट डायरेक्टर जो कमिश्नरी लेवल पे है, इन लोगों से कांटेक्ट करने के बाद हम अपने इस प्रोडक्ट को लॉन्च कर सकते हैं, इस प्रोडक्ट को इंट्रोड्यूस करवा सकते हैं।
Okay, sir.
We will provide the mentorship of Madan Singh Rawat and his team to all of you. And if you want, you will send a mail to us. And I hope that anybody who are working in the agriculture field want to connect with Mr. Madan Singh Rawat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please ask frequently.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
am most welcome to Mr. Jeffrey Singh Jaffarji, who have joined us. He is a very popular leader in the startup community. So he will, he can say, moderate the session with few minutes. So you will ask to the Madan Singh Rawat very frequently with all your questions who are related to the agri-tech or agriculture field. Any other else? So can we proceed for? Thank you, Madanji. And
Thank you.
I will send all the list who are looking your mentorship and your support to you. And
Okay.
I will send all the details to you. And I want that you will be able right now, if you have some few time, Mr. Jaffer is there. And I hope that you will also listen. He is a very, you can say, very dynamic guy. I have listening his views for every evening when I have shared a diary in somewhere few months back. But it's so dynamic, you will see it for this session. Now I welcome to Mr. Jeffrey Singh Jaffer. I think his name is where you have not heard this name in past because it's a very unique name and the unique personality also. Thank you very much, Jefferson. Now
Nice.
you're on time.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful introduction, ji, Kapil ji. And again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you so that you've given me this platform so that I can have a word with all the your young and budding entrepreneurs of the country. So, friends, I am Jaffarjeet Singh. I am a senior manager currently working with Punjab and Sindh Bank. And Kapil ji you're mentioning the right thing that we've shared stages at many occasions. Your in the recent meeting also there was one your event which is organized by the Ministry of MSME. So there was a particular college, I guess Asian Business School was there, where we both of us met, and there was an entrepreneurship development program there. So there we had a good interaction with all the your students who were actually going to they were pursuing their MBA or some other degree. So they were in the last session, and some good discussion was done on the projects on which they were working or any kind of a concept which they had already developed. So friends, this is about me. And as far as your Kapilji is concerned, he invited me on the portal because he wanted me to share some views on the financing part, I guess. Because when we talk of startup, so it's usually covered under a particular community which is called as MSME, your micro, medium, and your small industries of a country. Earlier, which were your addressed as your SSIs. Right now, what we see is a great transition. In the country, wherein you see a lot of your ventures, startup ventures. Going towards your unicorn, and I guess in the last year only around 44 to 45 unicorns were created in the country. So that's a very proud moment for all of us, and it's actually your entrepreneurs of the country, which we really consider as your revenue centers of the country, because they are generating a lot of incomes, much more than what a banker is doing or any other person is doing. So friends, let me get straight to the point. If I talk of a startup, or if I start from the scratch, if preferably it's a small firm looking for a finance, that there is a particular scheme in the form of Mudra which the government has launched. I would here like to touch upon many schemes which Government of India has launched, many portals which again the government has initiated. And I've seen that in various your occasions, on various your interactions, that these schemes and policies formulated by Government of India, they do not reach down to the ground. Even if they are there are a lot of confusions, ifs and buts are there. So I would like to touch upon all these schemes which the government has initiated. Along with that, all schemes which preferably my bank has, which we can provide to the entrepreneurs, to your business community. So if you start off with this, your Mudra financing, although it is restricted, it's only preferable for a micro your unit. It has been specially designed for a micro unit, and the funding which you can avail under this particular your scheme is restricted to 10 lakhs only. So any your person who was looking for a startup within your family, he may be a very young your entrepreneur, maybe a college pass out, or maybe you're any person who's pursuing a thing, but he wants to expand that particular venture. So the funding comes in three forms. That's your we call it in the form of Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun. So the first tranche is 50,000, second tranche is 5 lakhs, and then it goes on to 1 lakh rupees. So as per the tranche, the bank fixes your margin money which the customer, the borrower has to give. It usually ranges from somewhere around 10 to 25%. So the best part of the scheme is that there is a particular fund which government has created. That is your CGFMU fund is there. So they've created various your credit guarantee companies which actually stand behind that particular loan, or which are standing along with the borrower. Because you see, what is the biggest demand of any banker, any financing organization while providing the finance? If you are a business, if you are you're pursuing a particular business, so my first need would be a security, a guarantee, along with that a hefty collateral. So that for example, if you are availing a loan of 5 lakhs, usually a borrower would say, a banker would say, sir, 100% of collateral de dijiye. So that if I'm giving you 5 lakhs, I have the equivalent security, so I am kind of at a very safe position. But Government of India specifically instructed all the bankers when they came out with this scheme that this has been launched for a micro concern. And जो छोटी concerns and startups हैं जिन्होंने अपना काम शुरू किया है, या they've already started it, but they again require some finances to upgrade the business, upgrade the technology and things like that. So we were given your clear direction by the government कि भैया आप security guarantee नहीं demand करेंगे. We would not even demand a person who's going to sign some documents. Right? So it is a collateral-free loan. Why? Because they have a cover. So the organization CGFMU, which has been created, it covers the loan to an extent of 75%. So it will depend who is heading the loan. Is it a male entrepreneur? Is it a female entrepreneur? What sort of funding are you looking for? Is it till 5 lakhs? then the conditions are different. If it is 10 lakhs, then again the conditions are different. So all in all, your 75% would be covered. And I guess till 5 lakhs, the government of India does not charge any premium for that cover. But if the financing goes beyond that, then a marginal amount, depending upon the financing which you've taken, will be deducted from the borrower's account. That's an yearly payment, sort of your premium, which we usually give in insurance products. No? So that premium is deducted and goes to the your government's your account, the CGFMU's account. So if I'm preferably looking for a funding which is more than 10 lakh rupees, so then again, there are a lot of your business loans which every bank is giving. If specifically I talk of my bank, I have loans in the form of PSP Vyapar loan. So any your businessman who's pursuing any kind of a venture, he can avail your loan services under the Vyapar loan. That includes a mixture of working capital finance as well as the term loans. So if you're looking for an investment credit, again, I would ask you to put your margin somewhere around 10-15%, depending upon the scheme or the thing which you would like to buy. It can be a machinery, it can be any component, any asset which you would like to create. Along with that, we give a working capital term loan also. A CC limit can be given to the customer. So now that will be they'll depend upon purely the stock. If you are a manufacturing concern, I would have to look at your stock. What sort of stock have you kept? Because in case of working capital finance, a bank helps you to finance your stock as well as the money which is blocked in your debtors. So preferably the funding is somewhere which is if it is below 5 crores, then we take this your stock method and we actually give you somewhere around, what do you say, जितना आपका जो requirement है, जैसे working capital की जितनी भी requirement है, उसका 25% we actually see your turnover. So your financials have to be submitted. मुद्रा वाले में क्या है, अगर छोटा लोन है तो we do not ask for such heavy financials. We will just ask for छोटा मोटा paper like your bank documents हो गए, your bank statement or any income proof which you could submit. But if I'm looking for a finance which is more than 10 lakhs and which might go up to 1, 2, 3 crores, which is less than 5 crores, I will ask for your balance sheets. And usually when a bank asks for a balance sheet, then I am looking for a CMA data. That means 1 year balance sheet, the last year's balance sheet, the current year's balance sheet, and 2 projected balance sheets. So total in all 4 to 5 years of balance sheet is actually taken by the bankers. So on basis of that, you have to give a projection. So when a banker gives a projection and he would state or she would state the turnover, the projected turnover. So on that projection, as far as the working capital limit is concerned, we make up your limit of 25% in which we ask you to give your share in the form of 5%. So 5% working capital you will have to share, 20 we'll be giving. But as per your financials, if your financial says that your position is very liquid, that means कि आपके पास जो working capital finance liquid funds है वो 5 से ज़्यादा है, maybe you have 7, maybe 8 or 9. So then accordingly we will reduce our share. Right, so this is how we, measure your working capital and your estimates which you are making. Because you see, preferably if it is a new firm, usko finance karna, it's kind of, you don't have concrete documents to show to a banker ki sir itna finance mujhe chahiye, because it's a new firm. So ultimately we will have to ask for the projections, but the projections have to be accepted by a banker. If you are giving a preferably very your visionary projections ki sir, I am working since 1 year, this is my turnover. For example, the turnover is your 20 lakhs. Next year, I hope my turnover is going to treble, or maybe it will go to your 100 lakhs, somewhere around 1 crores. Then in order to certify that, you will have to state something. You will have to give me some concrete proof that either if you are expanding or you are going into line extension activity, you are adding some more products, then it is justified. Nahi to usually the normal is 25% is acceptable. Right, जो last year का turnover है उसका 25% भी bankers accept कि हाँ जी इतना increase हो सकता है. उसके ऊपर फिर we'll give you a working capital term loan or what do you call working capital your loan or maybe a term loan. Along with that, you see, इसको छोड़ के अगर हम और थोड़ा सा आगे जाते हैं, the connected documents which we require is ultimately our requirement is the stock position which is there, right? Because if it is a manufacturing concern, definitely you will keep some stock with you. So every month a banker would demand a stock statement from you. So, right, so every year the stock position has to be shared कि sir इतना stock मेरे पास है, because you see in that working capital which I have given you, मैंने अगर आपको 100 रुपया दिया है तो मैं उसमें से 25 मार्जिन रख लूंगा, मैं आपको सिर्फ 75 ही उठाने दूंगा if you have stock of 100 rupees. And if suppose you have sold the stock, आपने stock को sale किया, right, now you have 50 rupees stock, मैं आपकी लिमिट को कम कर दूंगा because you got your money. Right, आपका सर्कल जो है वो घूम रहा है. And you see, Depending upon your working capital cycle, I will give you the working capital advance. Because now see, you might have a cycle of 90 days, you might have a cycle of 30 days, 60 days, depending कि आपका गुड कब कंप्लीट होके बाहर निकल रहा है. सो उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही मैं आपको फाइनेंस दूंगा, राइट. इन्वेस्टमेंट ग्रेड के लिए तो वन टाइम पेमेंट चली जाएगी, आपका मार्जिन लग के आपको पैसे दे दिए जाएंगे. सो यू कैन जस्ट गिव इट टू योर वेंडर एंड यू कैन बाय व्हाटएवर यू फील लाइक, राइट. सो नेक्स्ट एरिया कैन बी इफ यू आर अ ट्रेडिंग कंसर्न. ट्रेडिंग कंसर्न में क्या है, यूजुअली यू डू नॉट कीप स्टॉक, स्टॉक कीप्स ऑन मूविंग इन एंड आउट, इट इज गोइंग. सो यूजुअली इन दैट केस व्हाट वी डू इज, हम क्या करते हैं, हम आपका टर्नओवर देख के या स्टॉक का जो आपका प्राइस देख के ना, हम देख लेते हैं कि एवरेज कितने दिनों के लिए आपने स्टॉक रखा, राइट. सो जितने दिन का आपके पास स्टॉक है उसके अकॉर्डिंग मैं आपको जो है लोन्स प्रोवाइड करूंगा. And another thing which I would like to tell you is, just like I told you about CGFMU scheme till 10 lakhs, इसके बाद if it is a preferably bigger businessman, अगर माइक्रो से फर्म्स आप बड़ी है, if it is a small firm you are operating, so in that case you want funding which is more than 10 lakhs. इस केस में भी a very good your initiative has been taken by the government of India. They've planned, designed again your credit guarantee fund, that is CGTMSC. So CGTMSC में they are covering loans, business loans up to 2 crore rupees. So in that case, if I am convinced, as far as your documentation is concerned, your experience is concerned, and your work-ex is concerned, if a banker is convinced, उस केस में क्या है, on the basis of your documentation, your estimated turnover and other things which we require, we can give you a term loan or a working capital finance, again without a collateral and even without a guarantee, because उसमें CGTMSC का cover लगेगा. But again you have to abide by some conditions. The conditions are that again every your year some amount would be deducted from your account, it would be debited in your loan account every year, it will go to the CGTMSC organization just to give you a cover. But as far as again a bank is concerned, we are given a coverage of somewhere between 50 to 85%. 100% कवरेज हमें वो भी नहीं देते, वो भी कहते हैं 85 तक हम आपको कवर देंगे. बिकॉज इफ दे अगर हमें इतनी इफ दे गिव अस सो मच लिबर्टी ना, तो बैंक्स थोड़ा और रिलैक्स हो जाएंगे, कोई बात नहीं यार, हम इजी फाइनेंसिंग करेंगे बिकॉज कवर आ रहा है, एंड देन वी वुड नॉट डू दैट अप्रेजल इन अ सीरियस मैनर. So that is one of the things. उसके बाद friends, now there are various schemes which might not be covered. For example, if you are going beyond 2 crores of funding, या फिर कोई ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है जिसमें वो कवर अवेलेबल नहीं है, उस केस में एक सीधा सा हिसाब होता है. हमारे बैंक का भी ऑलमोस्ट हर बैंक का आपको सेम मिलेगा. उस केस में यूजुअली 100% कोलेटरल इज डिमांडेड. सो व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ कोलेटरल, इट इज यूजुअली अ प्रॉपर्टी, राइट, जिसकी टाइटल डीड आपके पास है, चेन डीड आपके पास है, एंड इट शुड बी अ प्रॉपर्टी व्हिच कम्स अंडर द एमसी एरिया. ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी ना हो जो लाल लकीर के अंदर हो, लाल डोरे में हो, एंड यू कैन नॉट प्रोड्यूस द डॉक्यूमेंटेशन ऑफ ओनरशिप. So ultimately a charge of bank is created on those particular your property. Or some schemes also give you an option to give some liquid securities like FDR, Kisan Vikas Pattar, or in the form of gold. So you can also cover up that amount in the form of gold, right? So manufacturing services when people are financing, every bank is financing. Along with that, I mean, there are few schemes in which you can get a finance if you are also in the agri allied activity. For example, you are owning a dairy, or you might want to open a commercial poultry, a pig farm, a pig sty, or any commercial dairy is there, mechanized dairy is there. उस केस में भी to an extent covers available है. इसको छोड़ के lot of people are foraying into food and agro, right, the processing industry. उस केस में भी again CGTMSE has come up with a very your innovative product. This is called as a hybrid security. That means अगर food and agro processing में अगर आप कुछ funding लेते हैं बैंक से, till 2 crores, if you agree to the cover of CGTMSE, no collateral would be demanded. If you go beyond 2 crores, then again the bank is going to demand the security on pro rata basis. That means अगर 10 करोड़ का आप advance लेते हैं, till 2 crores there is no requirement of any collateral. But if the advance goes more than 2 crores and it is less than your 10 crores, then I would demand a 50% collateral of that your 8 crores, which is beyond 2 crores. So that means in total मैं सिर्फ 4 करोड़ का आपसे collateral लूंगा. And I'll tell you one thing more. If it is a new entrepreneur, or maybe you have started it but you want to expand your empire, usually a banker would demand a whole and soul, a complete project report, because sometimes it's kind of a project financing wherein you want some money to develop some civil infra also. You want some money to buy some machines, and again you want a limit to run that particular business. So उस केस में क्या होता है, when we are into this project financing kind of a thing, we finance you stage by stage. So first of all, you will develop that civil infra. Then again, a second tranche can be given to you in the form of machinery. Third tranche can be given to you in the form of working capital. So it will depend at what level are you operating at what level would you like to reach. right? And what all your requirements are, and by what time that requirement becomes a mentation कि आपको जरूरी है कि अब तो सर ये चीज परचेज करनी ही पड़ेगी. So वो project financing के ऊपर होता है. And one thing I would like to tell you, कई बार क्या होता है, there are some situations wherein a bank is not in a comfortable position to give you a particular scheme, because a lot of things are attached to a credit proposal. It is not purely your ITRs and your balance sheets. There are a lot of things which we refer to. For example, we take out your CIBIL reports, your credit reports, your credit behaviors are taken out from the CIBIL organization, or maybe the Experian, ICRA. A lot of companies are there which rate you. Either external rating is taken or CIBIL score is considered. तो उस केस में हो सकता है कुछ सिबिल स्कोर ऊपर नीचे है, रेटिंग में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है, या फिर the firm is suffering some losses, or maybe there are some missed EMIs, or any such problem is there which makes the proposal a bit weak. उस केस में क्या है, if you are comfortable with the kind of a security or a collateral which you can offer to the bank, उस केस में थोड़ी probability फिर increase हो जाती है, because ultimately what bank wants is wants a security, because जितने भी मैंने आपको covers बताए हैं उसमें the government will never come out with a 100% cover. सिर्फ एक लोन जो गवर्नमेंट ने चलाया, that is emergency credit line. That means if you are already availing a loan, if you are an existing customer of a particular bank, so you can avail a loan. For example, you are availing a limit of 50 crores. In that case, you, as per the emergency credit line limit, you can avail somewhere around 20 to 40% of that limit. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 40 करोड़ आपकी है तो उसका 20% आप वर्किंग कैपिटल टर्म लोन के फॉर्म में ले सकते हैं, मतलब टर्म लोन सॉर्ट ऑफ, जिसकी हर महीने EMI जाएंगी. द टेन्योर रेंजेस फ्रॉम 4 to 5 years, राइट? सो दैट्स अ पर्टिकुलर लोन जिसमें कोलेटरल की, सिक्योरिटी की, गारंटी की दोबारा कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है ना, 100% कवर इज गिवन टू द बैंक, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी यू माइट हैव प्लेज्ड समथिंग, आपने ऑलरेडी प्रॉपर्टी दी होगी. सो कोविड टाइम्स में जिनको थोड़ा सा नुकसान हुआ है, बिजनेस ऊपर नीचे हुआ, दे कैन अवेल दिस फैसिलिटी व्हिच इज कॉल्ड एज द इमरजेंसी क्रेडिट लाइन. एंड स्पेसिफिकली दिस थर्ड एंड द फोर्थ ट्रांच व्हिच द गवर्नमेंट केम आउट विद इन दिस योर emergency credit line, they are catering to your people who are into your medical devices. These clinics are there, manufacturing of your oxygen for human consumption, and all sort of machines, incubators, injections, medicines and all. ये third fourth tranche में मिस्टर केबी कामत की जो कमेटी थी उन्होंने रिकमेंड करके उसको भी इंक्लूड करवा लिया, राइट? सो this is all about your business loans which are there. Along with this, we have some specific schemes like your liquid plus schemes is there. It is a particular scheme wherein you are already availing some finance, but आपका कुछ liquidity mismatch हो जाता है. You want some funds to fill up the gap. आपको लगता है कि यार थोड़े और पैसे चाहिए, कम पड़ गए. So there is a liquid plus scheme of Punjab National Bank. You can avail loans under that. And along with that, there is a very good new scheme which our bank has come out with. Which case, if you are an architect, that means you are a professional, self-made professional, like an architect is there, a chartered accountant is there, a lawyer, or maybe you're a photographer or a movie maker. उसके लिए भी we have a specific scheme wherein we are giving you a working capital finance to run your unit, right? Along with that, कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आपको लगता है कि I am not kind of fitting into a particular scheme, but I want some immediate finances. So if you are a person who's filing your GST returns, there is a very good scheme which is called as GST ease. That means आपने हमें सिर्फ क्या देना है, अपने लास्ट ईयर की GST रिटर्न्स, राइट? जो आप क्वार्टरली फाइल करते होंगे कि आप GST रिटर्न्स हमें देंगे. GST रिटर्न्स में जितना आपने टर्नओवर दिखाया है, जो GST आपने वहां पे जितना आप भर रहे हैं, उसका कुछ परसेंटेज अराउंड 20-25% इज अगेन गिवन टू यू इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ लोन, राइट? सो उसकी इसमें ज्यादा कुछ हैवी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन नहीं है. ये बात हो गई आपकी वर्किंग कैपिटल लिमिट्स की एंड टर्म लोन की. इससे भी एक इजीएस्ट वे है. कई बार हमें लगता है दैट इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गिव सम सॉर्ट ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंटेशन टू योर बैंक. फॉर एग्जांपल, जस्ट like I told you, to avail a working capital finance every month, I would trouble you with the demand of your stock statement. Every month you will come out with a stock statement कि सर इतना स्टॉक पड़ा हुआ है, क्योंकि उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही ना मैं आपका जो है योर लिमिट को इंक्रीज डिक्रीज करता हूँ. सो आपको लगता है कि नहीं सर इतना तो मेरे से नहीं होगा, और स्टॉक यूजुअली हम इतना मेंटेन नहीं कर पाते. Easiest way is to go for an ODB limit. In that case, what a bank does is the bank takes your property or any mortgageable security, any kind of a commercial property or a personal property, हम उस पे एक mortgage create करते हैं and we give you an ODB limit, an overdraft limit. Usually what happens, we refer to your ITRs. हम आपके ITRs या balance sheet देख के निकालते हैं कि आप कितना आप maximum avail कर सकते हो. Along with that, we also consider the value of the property. Maximum loan which you can avail under an ODP, that is 65% of the value of the property. Now, what is the value we consider is, value is the current market value. It is assessed by our valuer, right? सो वैल्यूअर जो असेस करेगा उसकी वैल्यू पे 65% हम आपको दे देंगे. इन दैट ओडीपी लिमिट आई वुड ओनली आस्क यू टू गिव मी योर stock statement once in a year. I would not trouble you every month with a stock statement because it's an ODB limit, but I am giving you an ODB limit for any purpose. It can be a business purpose loan, it can be for any other personal consumption. So मेरी ज़्यादा उसमें interference नहीं रहेगी. So 65% of the property or whatever maximum finance the bank can give you, maximum permissible bank finance, वो हम आपको provide कर देंगे. अब मैं आपको थोड़ा सा बताता हूँ कि what all expenditure is actually incurred when you are taking a loan. See, if it is a property based loan, the property is assessed, उसकी एक value निकल के आती है. So valuer who's coming to evaluate the property, again the report which it gives you, it is chargeable. So it's not a very heavy charge as far as our bank is concerned. Somewhere around 4,000, 5,000, 3,000, 3,500, depending upon the value of the property, it is taken. There is an outer limit which is kept by the bank so that customer exploitation ना हो. So 4-5 हज़ार से ज़्यादा वो नहीं जाते हैं. Again, when a mortgage of a property is concerned, we are trying to create a mortgage. We consult an advocate. The bank uses takes the help of a particular advocate, which gives us a clear legal title of a property. So all the inspection done by the bank or the advocate, all sort of documentation, any affidavits or anything which is required. Again, that service is chargeable. एक वो charge आपका हो गया, advocate का हो गया, valuer का हो गया. Then there is a small processing fees usually which every bank charges.
एक घंटा लेट आए हैं.
Processing charges हो गए, service charges हो गए, बहुत कम कर दिए. हर बैंक ने बहुत reduce कर दिए, including our bank. So इसको छोड़ के there are no additional charges which are there. Sometimes an inspection charges charge that is on yearly basis, but again that's a very nominal charge you have to pay. That's for the inspection of your records. उसके बाद pure you have to submit, you have to either give your EMIs or a working capital limit which we have given to you, that has to be replenished. Usually जो documentation आपकी लगती है, that is your GST returns, if it is an individual practicing a business, if it is a sole proprietorship, we take your ITRs. If it is a firm, it is a limited liability firm, it's a one-man company, a private limited company, or any other artificial entities there, then we take the financials. हम last 3 years की balance sheet हम लेते हैं. Along with that, there are again personal loan facilities also there. I mean, individual retail loans are also there. Just like you are an entrepreneur, you would like to take a car or a house or personal loan, any other loan on your own name, that facility is also available. Now that will depend upon case to case कि आप क्या चीज लेना चाहते हैं, उसके according आपको funding की जाएगी. So friends, this is all about the financing part. Now I would request, anybody from you who wants to.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I think we have missed a very important thing for the startups who are beginner, PMEGP scheme. So can you prescribe this PMEGP scheme?
Sure.
It's a very good scheme for this.
Definitely.
Because and all the startups, please listen this scheme because I think that is the most important scheme for the beginner. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for yes, sir. Thank you for reminding me of that particular scheme. Yes, so friends, just like the Mudra scheme which I told you, right? So these schemes you would find your similar kind of terms and conditions are there with respect to PMEGP and Mudra. Mudra, I told you that the maximum finance can go up to 10 lakh rupees. It is given in 3 tranches: Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun. That is 50,000 of finance, 5 lakhs, and 10 lakhs. Right. So the next, I would say, a brother or a sister of this particular scheme is Pradhan Mantri, your Employment Guarantee Program, PMEGP scheme, which is initiated by your Khadi Vikas, your Industries Commission. So this scheme, this runs in the rural areas also as well as in the urban areas also. So all the people, इसमें अब scheme को ना थोड़ा सा revamp किया गया है because पहले क्या होता था, the process is that it is through the KBIC commission, which is usually established either with the SDM's office or the Deputy Commissioner's office. वहाँ पे एक particular dedicated cell होता है जहाँ पे any entrepreneur, any person who wants to start a venture, right, he goes there and fill up a particular form. Right. So that person is actually intervened, the form is filled, and then the form is deposited on that particular portal, which is assessed by any bank, right? Just bank को forward करना चाहता है. So after that, we assess that particular form, उसको हम analyze करते हैं, and the funding is done. So recently there were some amendments which were made in this PMEGP scheme. उस केस पे क्या है, the minimum your qualification which is required is at least 8 standard. So a person who is passed his or her 8 standard, उसके बाद जो मर्जी qualification हो, it is an added advantage. So in this case, anybody who wants to apply for a particular venture, it can be manufacturing, it can be services. For services, it is restricted till 10 lakhs. मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कैन गो अप टू 25 lakhs मैक्सिमम फंडिंग. सो PMEGP से तो फंडिंग आप ज्यादा ले सकते हैं, पहली चीज. दूसरी चीज ये है कि यू ईदर इंस्टेड ऑफ अप्रोचिंग अ बैंक यू अप्रोच दैट पर्टिकुलर सेल विच इज एस्टेब्लिश्ड अंडर द योर DC ऑफिस और द सब डिविजनल मैजिस्ट्रेट. सो वहां पे आपको इंटरव्यू किया जाएगा, आपको पूछा जाएगा, योर इंटरव्यू इज टेकन बाय दैट पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड यू आर गिवन पर्टिकुलर मार्क्स. So usually for a higher your financing, you would require at least marks which is more than 60. At least आपको वहाँ पे first division से ज़्यादा score करना है. Now that will depend upon your work experience, your interview with the your particular person who's taking it, the officer who's taking it, your certificates, your certifications. So anybody who's done a certification, RCT से कोई certification की है, कोई diploma किया हुआ है, कोई किसी चीज में कोई हमने डिग्री या कोई चीज करी हुई है, it can be a business degree, can be BBA, can be diploma, can be a training certification, anything, that will be an added advantage. So all these details are jotted down. So the first intermediate, I would say the preliminary selection is kind of done by that particular officer. Uske baad the profile is made, the now application is uploaded on that particular portal, KVIC portal, और KVIC portal फिर हम bankers को intimate करता है कि sir one application or few applications have been uploaded. So now all the banks, they are on the portal, मतलब हमें उस पे include किया गया है, we have been made a part of this KVIC your commission. And we have been given this username and password to access those applications. So whenever an intimation comes to you, Mr. Jaffer, Punjab and Sindh Bank, we are calling from this, my controlling officer or any other your regulating authority would intimate me, sir application आ गई, आप check कर लीजिए. मैं application check करूँगा, download करूँगा. I would first read your application and then I would be calling you for an interview. So then the person approaches the bank with all sort of requirements which are there, and then I would ask you to explain your venture के लिए क्या करना चाहते हो, या क्या कर रहे हो, किस लिए पैसा चाहिए. All sort of questioning would be done. उसके बाद if the bank is satisfied, again I would again not ask for any collateral, any kind of a guarantee, but yes, some kind of your down payment, that means a margin is to be deposited by the borrower. That depends upon the financing, कितना finance आपने लिया है. Usually it ranges somewhere between 10 to 15%. But the added advantage of this particular scheme is, if you are a person who belongs to a reserved category, or maybe you are from your state which is a special state like northeastern state is there, or any difficult terrain is there, then government passes on a hefty your subvention, subsidy to your account. And the subsidy might it ranges somewhere between 25 to 35%. So just imagine a person taking a loan of 10 lakh rupees and he's been given a subsidy of 35%. That means कि 3.5 लाख रुपए आपके अकाउंट में वापस आएंगे. Now see, कितने benefits हैं? You've taken a loan for which you do not have to give any collateral, any guarantee, any security, nothing. I'm just giving you pure 10 lakh rupees on the basis of your financials, right? कि आप क्या करना चाहते हैं? What is your venture? I might ask for your projected balance sheets or your project report or whatever you would like to do. I would make a visit of your particular venture, your house, right? आपके signatures, verification सब कुछ होगा. उसके बाद if I am convinced, I would pass on this loan. Now the subsidy which the government is offering, it is not that I give you a 10 lakh rupee loan और 1-2 महीने बाद 3.5 लाख रुपए आपके अकाउंट में आ जाएंगे and you can utilize that. We keep that under lock and key. Right, 3.5 लाख रुपए, जैसे मैं एक एग्जांपल ले रहा हूँ 10 लाख का, तो दैट विल बिकॉज 35% जो भी अमाउंट लेंगे उसका वो बन जाएगा. देयर इज नो मैक्सिमम लिमिट. आप 20 लाख का लेते हैं तो आप लगा लीजिए 35% कितना बन जाएगा. इट इज अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ सबवेंशन व्हिच द गवर्नमेंट इज पासिंग ऑन, सब्सिडी व्हिच द गवर्नमेंट इज पासिंग. सो वी कीप दैट सब्सिडी under lock and key in the form of an FDR, but we do not pay any kind of an interest because it is not your money, it is the government's money. So उस केस में again there is your term and condition, a stringent condition is there that for at least 3 years your loan should not go bad. Just in case what happens, कई बार क्योंकि इसमें क्या हो जाता है, हमें usually the success rate of this particular your scheme is kind of very less because you see we actually looking for some serious customers जो हमें मिलते ही नहीं है. There are people who would just start off a venture, उनको कहीं से पता लग जाता है कि हाँ जी सब्सिडी आ रही है, लोन ले लेते हैं. They do not have any knowledge about that particular area. They do not have any interest also in that particular area. They have just seen one person working. उसको देखकर they apply for a loan. So if there is a serious candidate who wants to work, who wants to earn his or her livelihood from that particular venture, we are ready to stand with him. होता क्या है, 3 साल के लिए the loan has to go correct. आपको बिल्कुल सही अपनी इंस्टॉलमेंट्स वगैरह देनी है. उसके बाद 3 ईयर का जो है लॉक इन वो खुल जाएगा So that means now you can use the subsidy, but again the subsidy would not be passed on to you in the form of cash. At the end, जब आपका लोन खत्म होने वाला है, जितना भी अमाउंट उसमें रह गया, we match the amount and we credit that subsidy into your account so that the account loan is finished, right? That means अगर आपने 10 लाख लिया है तो 7.5 लाख प्लस इंटरेस्ट में ही आपका जो है लोन खत्म हो जाएगा, बाकी जो है हम सब्सिडी क्रेडिट कर देंगे. Right. So this is one of the advantages of this particular scheme. So the only difference is that you can avail a higher amount of finance and you can also avail a subsidy clause, which is again not present in under the your Mudra scheme. Right. So this is actually very beneficial for people who would like to start off a particular venture. So you can take, as per your, mode of operation, as per your level of business, you can avail, any kind of your loan facility, any kind of your financial service from a banking concern like us.
सर तो इसमें एक चीज पूछना था कि इसमें देखिए ये सबसे पहले आप सब लोग एक चीज समझ लीजिएगा. आई एम टॉकिंग इन हिंदी राइट नाउ एंड मिस्टर जयफरजीत सिंह हैज टोल्ड यू इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो. आपने 10 लाख लोन लिया, 7.5 लाख आपको वापस करना है, मोटा मोटा एक चीज समझ लीजिए. और आप सब लोग स्टार्टअप चला रहे हैं और अच्छे एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आज आप हैं यहाँ. तो सबसे बड़ी चीज ये है जयफर जी की, मैं आपसे एक चीज जानना चाहता हूँ, क्या ये लोन कॉर्पोरेट को मिल सकता है या इंडिविजुअल को मिल सकता है? वी वांट टू
सर इसमें हाँ जी कॉर्पोरेट का है सर. इसमें कि इंडिविजुअल्स और सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप को तो हम दे रहे हैं. इसमें पीएमई कॉर्पोरेट्स का नहीं है सर. यूजुअली क्या होता है, ये ना हमने जो डिजाइन की है स्कीम्स पीएमईजीपी यूजुअली बिल्ट फॉर माइक्रो कंसर्न. सो इवन इफ इट इज एन इंडिविजुअल और अ सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप, or it can be in the form of 2 or 3 people who would like to apply, but it is not pure corporate. Corporate नहीं, अगर आप corporate में जाते हैं ना सर, तो मैं आपको बताऊं उस केस में क्या है, या तो हम मुद्रा में जाएंगे या फिर मुद्रा से कोई हायर स्कीम. यूजुअली पीएमईजीपी has been designed for people जो ना इंडिविजुअल बंदे को शुरू करना चाह रहा है.
अभी जो बच्चे हैं इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे हैं और वो अपना वेंचर खोलना चाह रहे हैं, तो मैं उनको सजेस्ट करूंगा कि पहले वो पीएमईजीपी से 10 लाख से 25 लाख का लोन लें और उससे 3.5 या 7.5 लाख रुपए की सब्सिडी लें. उसके बाद आप फॉर्म करें कंपनी, व्हेन यू विल गेट द सक्सेस. क्यों जयफर जी से?
एब्सोल्युटली राइट सर. हाँ जी,
दिस इज माय सजेशन. जो लोग अभी इन्वेस्टर्स के पीछे भाग रहे थे कुछ टाइम पहले, मुझे सब इन्वेस्टर से मिलना है और मैंने अभी नई फर्म खोली है और अभी मैंने इन्वेस्टर्स मीट कराई इन लोगों की जयफर जी से.
हाँ जी, अच्छा जी,
इंस्पेक्शन रहा वो, और मुझे लगता है कि लोग उसमें सेलेक्ट भी होंगे. बट तो मुझे लगता है कि हर बच्चे को सेलेक्ट करना है. हर एक आदमी का हक है कुछ काम करने का, हमें क्या करना चाहिए. तो इस चीज में मुझे लगता है कि जो बच्चे यदि नया काम शुरू करना चाहते हैं, they will not form a group at the moment. They will take the benefit of PMAG. 3.5 लाख रुपए आपके पास आता है, 7.5 लाख रुपए आपके पास आता है. आपने 20 लाख का लोन लिया तो 7 लाख तो देना ही नहीं, 13 लाख आपको देना है. 7 लाख या 3 साल में आपको देना है. And you are all the serious persons. You are from different IITs and IIM students right now here. And you are the very good entrepreneurs who are in the platform right now. So I suggest all of you that जब आप पहले खोलने जाएं कोई भी फर्म, उससे पहले आप सेल्फ में खोलिए और इसको पीएमईजीपी के थ्रू अप्लाई कीजिए. ठीक है, यू विल गेट द लोन. सर्विस इंडस्ट्री 10 लाख रुपीज और बाकी के लिए 25 लाख मिलता है. और उसमें आपको मैं एक चीज और बता दूं, क्योंकि प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बनानी होती है, अजीत जी ने बताया, तो प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट में हम लोग आपको मेंटर्स प्रोवाइड करा देंगे जो एमएसएमई गवर्नमेंट से रिटायर्ड डायरेक्टर्स हैं. वो आपको सीधे प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बनाएंगे और सारी आपकी एप्लीकेशन पास होती चली जाएंगी, रुकेगी नहीं. क्योंकि जो एमएसएमई का डायरेक्टर होगा, रिटायर्ड डायरेक्टर होगा, उसको पता होता है कि कहाँ कहाँ हर्डल्स आती हैं. वो चीज आपको नहीं होगी. बैंक के लिए आपके लिए जयफर जीसी अवेलेबल है. और मैं आपको बता दूं कि जयफर जीसी ने आज तक स्टार्टअप के लिए जो काम किया है, इट्स ट्रिमेंडस. आई हैव सीन अभी आपने इनका वो शायद यदि हम लोग फिजिकल में जुड़े होते तो इज ए वेरी गुड, यू कैन से आपको कुछ और ही चीज देखने को मिलता. आज भी आपने जो चीज बताया है वेरी गुड. एंड में जाइए, और जो लोग अभी वेंचर खोले हुए हैं वो लोग आप, इफ यू आर लुकिंग फॉर मोर देन 1 crore और समथिंग लाइक दैट, you can ask the question, but I ask anyone that you will ask the maximum question to Jayapal ji.
Sir,
First of all, thanks a lot for your valuable suggestions and
Most welcome,
information.
yeah. Pleasure is all mine. बताइए.
Sir, basically, abhi, we are having one startup and we are availing the PMEGP scheme.
Right. You've
And
applied.
yeah, no, sir, we have already sanctioned the amount in 2020.
Sanction the amount has been
And
sanctioned.
the amount was around 20 lakhs.
Okay.
And it was, first of all, I would like to tell that it was sanctioned on the corporate name, like on my startup's name.
Okay.
And yes, most of the applications that came there was in personal name, but only one was selected for the corporate name, that was for our startup.
Corporate, as in, have you formed a company or LLP or something?
Yes, sir, in LLP mode.
LLP is there, no? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
And second thing, the question that I would like to ask is, we are willing to increase our limit. So is there any possibility that we can get the CC limit increased?
So the maximum, see, as far as the circular is concerned, the services may, it's only 10 lakhs and manufacturing may it's 25 lakhs, but yes, there is a clause there. I guess there is a clause. Sir, 35 lakhs तक increase है उसमें मेरे ख्याल से नहीं कि 25 लाख is the outer limit PMEGP में 25 ही है. आपने किस फॉर्म में लिया है? Is it a term loan or a CC limit?
It's a combination, sir. 15 lakh CC, 15 lakh
Right.
CC, and 3.8 was term loan, which was settled down with the subsidy.
Correct.
So
So
we are
that
right now we are using the CC.
That's a manufacturing concern you were running?
Yes, sir.
That's a manufacturing concern, na? Sir, maximum 25 ही है. I don't think so 25 से ज़्यादा वो increase होगा. Because it is as per the Government of India circular. Because this is the scheme which is not been designed by a particular bank. जो मैंने आपको स्कीम्स बताई ना, व्यापार लोन, लिक्विड प्लस, वो पंजाब एंड सिंध की हैं. So there I have a liberty to give you even more than 5-10 crores. इसमें restricted amount है because आपको लग रहा है, for example, you formed an LLP, so you say that, sir, I am a corporate form of customer, but I'll tell you, in a bank's eye, I consider and a small LLP or an individual or maybe a sole proprietorship as an individual only.
Okay.
If you are an entrepreneur who has an investment in plant and machinery which is somewhere around 1 crores and the turnover is somewhere around 5 crores, then I consider you as a micro unit.
Okay.
Right. If it goes beyond that, then I will consider you as a small unit. And if you take your investment to 50 crores, turnover is 250 crores, then I consider you as a medium unit. उसके बाद अगर ये भी आप क्रॉस कर जाते हैं, then I give you a title of corporate. तो मैं उस कंटेक्स्ट में बात कर रहा था. Corporate means something in which the turnover is more than 250 crores. तो मेरे को लगा कि corporate के लिए नहीं है. So I am considering you as an individual or a micro unit only.
Okay.
PMGP is there, Mudra is there. That is not an issue. But इससे ऊपर जाना है तो सर आपको फिर ना उस केस में फिर वो बात चली जाती है, वो किसी और स्कीम में आपको लेना पड़ेगा. But again, see, आप लोग जिस उस पे, फॉर एग्जांपल एवरीबॉडी आई सी यंग पीपल सिटिंग हियर, सो आपको स्टार्टअप से ही शुरू करना है. So that is why I told you, even if you go beyond this 25 lakhs of financing, even if you take another scheme, you say कि sir PMEGP नहीं किसी और स्कीम में अप्लाई कर देते हैं, still you have a chance till 2 crores the bank cannot ask for a collateral. But common condition here that your profile is strong, your financials are strong, and your financials are saying that yes, it is going on increasing, your turnover is increasing, you are expanding, then there is no problem with the bank. Getting it? Like for your case, this is the only your possibility which is there.
Okay, sir. So one more last question.
Sure.
Can we operate multiple CC account at the same time? Like we are getting one opportunity from a different bank. They are willing to provide us this CC limit of higher amount. So can we operate both, or we need to close one of them?
In that case, has the bank asked you for an NOC from that other bank?
Not yet. We it is just in the initial phase of discussions.
So what is the product that they would be offering you? Is it their own bank product or is it a PMEGP product?
No, sir. It must be their own product because we are getting it through one of the incubation centers.
Yes, you can do it, but usually in that case, what a bank does is I would ask you to submit an NOC so that the other bank does not have a problem. Okay. Because usually what goes wrong is that, for example, you have a limit with me. So now what I want is I want all your receipts to be credited in my bank's account. Credited in my bank. Now what happens? We have seen people operating multiple CC limits, and now out of these multiple CC limits, one bank says कि हम आपको थोड़ा सा ना और finance दे देंगे. I give you a lucrative offer. Now what you have to give me in return is all your receipts have to be credited in that account.
Okay.
That creates a problem. That creates a confusion, and that also leads to money laundering at times. कि money siphon होके यहाँ वहाँ जा रहा है. Because see, as far as CC limit is concerned, my concern is कि you are using that limit to either buy a stock or take care of your current assets. I don't want you to create an asset out of your CC limit. So when you are crediting receipts there, debit is being made there, and I have a dummy account, मेरे को पता नहीं लगेगा. So there is a great chance that they might ask you to submit an NOC, but yes, otherwise you can go for that. There is nothing illegal in this.
Okay. From the government side, it is allowed, na?
It is allowed.
Okay.
That is not an issue until unless you go for laundering, you are siphoning of money here and there. There are multiple entries because as a banker, I give you a threshold. For example, Shivesh ji, you tell me, ki, sir, my turnover is somewhere around. Let's take an hypothetical example, sir. It is around 30 lakhs. But I see that money coming into your account, you have an entry of 50 lakh. Randomly, you have an entry of 75 lakh. Randomly, you have a payment of 1 crores. That means something is going wrong. Some money is revolving here and there, which does not belong to you. Then a problem arises. So if you are obeying the terms and conditions of the government of India, there is no issue. You can go for multiple limits. That's not an issue.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
No worries. No worries.
Please ask very frequently. Any other questions? Anyone?
In fact, I'll tell you one thing. If you are a pure startup, आपको लगता है आपने start करना है या आपने छोटे level से शुरू अभी किया नहीं है या कर दिया है, उस केस में क्या है? See, whenever, for example, Shivesh was having a word with me, he's already formed an LLP. That means that he along with the team is an artificial entity who's already working on a particular project. Now, comparatively, there is कोई भी एक बंदा आ जाता है वो कहता है sir, I want to start up a new venture. I just have an idea. So when you come up to a bank with an idea, it's kind of practically, I'm telling you, it's kind of very difficult to convince a bank because I have to see a very safer area to invest my money. Loan is my investment for a bank. And if you say कि सर नया वेंचर है मैं स्टार्ट करना चाहता हूँ, ये मेरी रिसर्च है, मैं ये नहीं कहता कि मैं फाइनेंसिंग नहीं दूंगा, बट प्रोबेबिलिटी कम हो जाती है. सो द बेस्ट थिंग इज you have a venture in your mind, start off with that venture immediately. You can collect some funds from your near and dear ones, your saving, relatives, friends, parents, anywhere. कोई भी छोटा सा कैपिटल लगा के शुरू कर दीजिए so that you have a relationship with the bank. आप एक मेरे को आप स्टेटमेंट दे सकते हैं करंट अकाउंट की, सेविंग अकाउंट की, सर ये मैं छोटा मोटा काम कर रहा हूँ, आई ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड, आई जस्ट वांट टू एक्सपैंड, आई वांट सम फाइनेंसेस टू अगेन increase the venture. Then I feel very comfortable because I see a serious customer in you. Because we come across a lot of people having ideas कि ये idea सर वो करना चाहता हूँ, ये करना चाहता हूँ, but what is the ground reality I do not know. Getting it? So this suggestion is particularly for a person who is almost there on the verge of starting a particular venture या फिर एक बहुत ही छोटे लेवल पे शुरू हो चुका है. आप उसको शुरू करिए, पंप इन करिए पैसा, उसके बाद फर्दर एक्सपेंशन के लिए भी are there. So there's never an issue.
So anybody else who want to ask any questions? कैसा लगा जो नया लोग काम शुरू करना चाहते हैं? 10 लाख में काम शुरू कीजिए, 7.5 लाख वापस करना है आपको, 7 लाख रुपीस. 20 लाख में काम शुरू कीजिए, 13 लाख कुछ समथिंग आपको पे करना है, 7.5 लाख रुपए आ रहा है. तो बिकॉज मैं क्यों कह रहा हूँ, मतलब आपको कुछ चीज पैसा कमाना नहीं है, क्योंकि यहाँ जितने लोग बैठे हैं वो सब लोग काम कर रहे हैं, तो दे कैन वर्क and they can join with Jafarjit Singh ji also with our team. So you can ask any question through Vyom. So any questions? Any queries?
सर मुझे थोड़ी क्वेरी थी कि सर मुझे टीम के लिए वर्क चाहिए. मैं बेसिकली मुझे फंड्स रेज नहीं करना है स्टार्टिंग, क्योंकि मुझे आइडिया इनिशिएटिव पे है, तो मैं अभी टीम चाहता हूँ कि पहले खुद लेवल पे करूँ और खुद के पैसे लगाना चाहता हूँ, बाद में बैंक से.
Got it your point. You can mail me. I will send all the details to you. मैं आपको प्रोजेक्ट और टीम दोनों चीजें आपको मैच मेकिंग के लिए हम करेंगे, वो हमारा टीम काम करता है. वी आर मेकिंग द मेकिंग विद द परफेक्ट विद प्रोजेक्ट एंड टीम्स आल्सो. सो एनी अदर एल्स यू कैन सेंड मी द मेल. मैंने आपको मेल भेजा है व्हाट्सएप पे सब लोगों को, तो उसी मेल पे आप कीजिए. वी विल सॉल्व योर क्वेरीज विद इन 48 आवर्स. थैंक यू.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else who want to ask? Okay, now I request all of you that in chat box आप अपना रिव्यू जरूर कीजिएगा मीटिंग का जब आप लेफ्ट कीजिएगा. एंड प्लीज आप रिव्यू जरूर कीजिए, जिससे हम लोगों को पता लगे कि वी आर इन व्हाट स्टेज और आगे हमको कितना करा है. और सबसे पहले आई वांट टू गिव I want to give vote of thanks to Mr. Praveen, who is our aggregator and investors side on the dais. Mr. Jafarjit Singh, Mr. Neetu Sharma, Mr. Madan Singh Rawat, and so many panelists who are on the dais. And a special thanks to Mr. Jaffarjeet Singh ji. And
Thank you
I
so much.
hope that in future all the startups will get your guidance and you can say support in near future. Thank you, sir. It's
Definitely,
so
sir.
nice of
I'll
you.
be very
Thank you.
happy. Right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. So nice. Thank you. Please review करके जाइएगा सब लोग chat box में. I'm just saying who are using that. Please chat box में review करके जाइए meeting का so that we can make it more informative for next session. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
सर सर एक सेकंड हेलो
जी जी बताइए.
व्योम सर सर
जी
मैं
बताइए.
सर मेरे को आप थोड़ा सा प्लान स्ट्रक्चर बताएंगे कि मतलब नेक्स्ट प्लान्स क्या होंगे
बिल्कुल आपको मेल पे अब सारा ईडीपी प्रोग्राम हम आपको सेंड कर देंगे. व्हाट इज द ईडीपी नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम विद अस. और इसके अंदर नेक्स्ट मीटिंग्स कब होंगी क्योंकि आप वर्चुअली इंक्यूबेटेड विद व्योम और जयफर जी सी. अभी आपको एक जान के बड़ी अच्छी खुशी होगी कि हमारा
जी सर.
प्रोग्राम मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की वेबसाइट MSH माइटी स्टार्टअप हब पे हो गया है अपलोड. तो any startup and any startup of your PNB startups or you can say MSMEs can also apply for this program through MSH portal. So
बहुत बढ़िया सर.
thank you very much, sir. And
Right, right.
I
My
hope.
best wishes, sir.
Thank you, sir. So nice of you.
Right.
So,
Right. Thank you, sir.
okay, all the details will be given to you your mail ID. And thank you very much. Thank you on the dais and off the dais. And I say that the thanks to the students, startups working towards agriculture field, defense field, and for smart city and smart living fields in today's session. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much.